Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, everyone I know has stepped in dog poop. What? Most of the time, it's with shoes on. Sometimes it is barefoot, but it is never on purpose. And I've stepped in many different things in my life, but never a scorpion. A guy in Arizona, he stepped on one last week. He was barefoot, and he got stung. Now, he was barefoot because he was in his own home. Meanwhile, a guy in Australia, he is, quote-unquote, lucky to be alive, as they say, after he stepped on an eastern brown snake. It's that the eastern brown snake bit him twice. That's what made the situation bad. And in case you're wondering, the eastern brown snake, yeah, they're both venomous and considered Australia's deadliest snake, which brings us back to the whole lucky to be alive thing, because as we always say, everything in Australia is dangerous. This is the most dangerous version of it. Now, different guy in Australia. He was bitten when he stepped on a log. So you might think, I don't know, there's a snake inside, fire ants. Well, the problem was it wasn't a log. He just thought it was a log. It was a crocodile. And it bit his groin because he stepped on it. And then finally, a man here in the States. He was chased by an angry mama deer. Now they say, look, most of the time, female white-tailed deers, not aggressive. The problem was there was a fawn sleeping on his front porch, and he didn't know it until after he stepped on it. And then mama heard the fawn cry. But I will say this, the video is fantastic. The point here is that we have all stepped on something that we wish we had not stepped on. Glass, hot sand, fire, needles, a nail. Or we've stepped through something we wish we hadn't. Like the very large spider web I did not see in front of my face yesterday while watering the yard. Or we've stepped through screen doors. And on occasion, we've walked directly through a glass door. You name it, we've done it. And that's what today's question is all about. Our question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is what did you step on, what did you step in, or what did you step through?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
Patrolls, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,374. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Sit and Spin today is the best song from 10 rock bands. Yeah. So the people at, I believe, UltimateClassicRock.com.
Ultimate.
They got together
Classic
and
rock.
I'm not sure if it is. It's like the best, the most iconic.
Look, there's a big difference.
There is.
You can say the best is strictly subjective, right?
Sure.
Iconic, if you say Led Zeppelin, you're going to say Stairway to Heaven. Might not be your favorite song, but easily their most iconic song. Right?
Is it?
Yeah. Iconic? Yeah.
I mean, is it?
I would say so.
It's got a aura about it.
But that's what makes it iconic.
But
I don't know if it's not bad. I love the song.
It was never on the radio.
Not really, no.
It never got any airplay. And when you think it over time, it hasn't been overly commercialized.
No.
Like
rock and roll has gotten very commercialized, right? Like Chevy or some car company use it, but I would still argue that's their most iconic song. I'll put it this way. Every terrible guitar player goes in a Guitar Center and to prove that they know something, like that is the song they start to play. Please stop, but that is the song that they choose to play. And I go like, all right, that's the one.
Every Breath You Take from the Police was number one for 30-some weeks.
Yeah.
The song sucks, but... Is it their best song?
No.
No. Is it their most iconic song?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, what else would you...
maybe.
Well, Roxanne.
Right. Or something like that. That's why this list is...
look at Metallica.
All right.
I think a lot of Metallica fans are not going to pick something off the Black Album.
Nope.
But it was the biggest selling album.
Right.
Absolutely. Probably has the most iconic songs on it.
Yeah.
But so I'm with Thrill. It's almost two, like, what's the band's best song and what's its most iconic?
Correct. What is it most known for?
Correct.
You look at Soundgarden. We know it's Black Hole Sun, right?
Right. Not
Correct.
the best song.
I mean, no. It's not.
It's not
even close.
Yeah, like for me, it's Flower, but I know.
Or Jesus Christ Post. There's 50.
Slaves of Bulldozers.
There's 50 songs better than that one.
Gotta go Slaves.
From
Bulldozers.
Yeah, he's in the construction.
I'm about bulldozers,
He's in
man.
the construction.
I'm here for the
Emphasis on bulldozers.
So that's the game we're going to play.
So do we know what they base this on?
I
Other
don't
than their...
know.
See, that's
I
the
don't
problem.
know.
I wish they would say, look, and I know it's different with these kinds of lists, but like Rolling Stone, Blabbermouth, these guys, look, they do a good job. But when they tell you what the best or most iconic is, like, what are your parameters, right? Because when you have parameters, it kind of forces you to agree on certain things. But if it's like, nah, man, a bunch of us sound like a comic book guy
what's
got
heart?
together.
What is heart to you?
Barracuda?
It's got to be Barracuda, right?
I would say Barracuda.
Yeah.
But other people...
Say Magic Man.
Or that, but they had all that terrible 80s
Alone,
stuff they did. Right.
The one word 80s and 90s.
Yeah. I mean, that was huge for them. I thought it was terrible, but it was huge. Foreigner. You might say, I Want to Know What Love Is, right?
That was their biggest hit.
Terrible song, man. Not even nearly their best.
Well, same with Abracadabra from Steve Miller.
All right, here's what
their biggest
I
song,
think we can all agree. Journey. Might not be their best. What is their most iconic?
Don't Stop Believing.
You can't even argue that one. You cannot say there's a more iconic song.
I think some of these bands are definitive, without question. As far as being able to figure out the song.
Journey, yes. I don't.
Okay, Pink Floyd.
I mean, you can say Another Brick in the Wall, you can say Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, it's, Wish You Were Here, Comfortably. Right. I mean, what was their biggest hit was probably Another Brick in the Wall, right?
Us and Them.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of. What about Chili Peppers?
They're going to say Into the
That's
the wrong, Ted.
The song sucks.
They are rough, but it's probably their biggest hit.
It is, right. And people would say it's their most like. I can't even argue that other than I just think the song blows. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but I still don't like it. But I recognize. I
like older Chili Peppers a lot.
Me too.
But I would say iRobot is one of the best songs they've done in 25 years.
I would say
since Blood Sugar Sex Man.
Tip of My Tongue. I think off their new album. I know it's not iconic. I don't even know if people like it, but it was a single. I thought it was great. Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah. So we're going to do that.
No matter what, they're wrong. That's our point.
You're going to tell us a band to pick from, and then we figure out in our own world what we believe to be their most iconic or well-known song.
Exactly. I've got 10 bands for you. I've even got a whole lot more that we can warm up with.
Okay.
Yeah, we can run.
Okay. Now, what do you think when you look at the list?
It makes sense.
Why?
And it's because iconic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a safe list.
That's exactly what it's going to be.
That's what I'm going to say about it.
All right.
It is a safe list.
Safe.
I'm already annoyed.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, you will.
You just know that.
That's the thing about these lists. The main part is frustration.
Oh, yeah. When they do surveys, though, they normally do have a set of different parameters they look at.
Right.
So when they'll come out and go like, these are the happiest states in, United States. They do have a formula. It's their formula. Is it the right formula? I don't know, but they do that based on the fact of like amusement parks or whatever all the different things they've got.
But this stuff with the music, it's always like I just picture like some tubby old guys got their hair in a ponytail, got full facial hair, thick ass glasses. They're still wearing a band T-shirt that's original, very faded, it does not cover their belly, and they're going to tell you that this is the best song.
Don't Stop Believing wasn't even really played that much on the radio.
Really?
It was Open Arms.
Off of that album,
yes, without question. Open Arms was the biggest.
He's not wrong. But for whatever reason,
it didn't live.
Yeah, Don't Stop Believing became the thing.
And then things come back around for the dumbest reasons in the world. If you're a fan of Fleetwood Mac, Rumors top to bottom is a great album. But
Fleetwood Mac. I feel like I've been hearing about damn Fleetwood Mac for
by who?
all weekend.
Okay.
In a good way?
I don't know. There's some song.
Too much.
They were fighting with each other. They hate singing to each other.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I don't know.
That was the best thing about that band and that album. Was basically you had two people who were dating. They were both cheating on each other, and they had to get up on stage every night and sing to each other while they hated each other's guts. Nobody knew that, and everyone loved all the songs. But now they have this song, the one where Will Ferrell does the "I Want to Be With You Again."
Oh yeah,
it was not even a big hit. But now, because of this commercial, now people are playing it like, oh, yeah, it's a great song. And then you got the Cranberry Juice guy. He made the other song big.
Cranberry Juice guy.
Skating down the street drinking cranberry juice.
Oh, yeah.
You never know why stuff is going to become a thing.
Like we talked about Kate Bush not terribly long ago because of Stranger
Running
Things.
Up the Hill.
Right. Did she have any other songs that were more popular?
No, that wasn't even popular back then.
No.
People hated Kate Bush.
Deep Purple is about to be super famous again because
Why?
it's in either Wednesday or Stranger Things.
Yep. That's how you do it. But, good for those bands. They're like, this is all. Yeah. But, hey, even that said, Metallica, right? No one's going to really insult Metallica, but because of Stranger Things.
Right.
Was a master of puppets. Basically, this guy's going to call demons. He's like, I'm going to shred. And he plays that riff.
That was
the scene is cool. But even Metallica's like, that was freaking cool, man.
Yeah. I didn't really care for Master of Puppets till that scene in Old School.
Oh, really?
Like, this song kicks ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at us. The Nirvana, Something in the Way. I feel like that song didn't get any airtime right up until that Batman movie.
You are 100% correct.
It's horrible. That song is horrible.
I hate it.
It's horrible. You want to crawl into a corner and call your mom.
Thank you, Rainy Batman.
Good God.
But to be fair, there was no other song from Nirvana that would make more sense than that movie.
It almost makes me want to punch a wall. I'm so mad. We have to hear that crap.
We always think it's dead air because it starts so quiet.
Like, oh, my
Seriously,
God, no.
you panic.
Hey, everybody, you feeling okay here? Now you're not.
Crowd control.
Exactly.
Crowd control.
Yeah, that's like back in the day.
Can you imagine if you opened your show with that? Ladies and gentlemen, Nirvana. Something.
See, that's why when the Godzilla movie came out back in the day, I thought it was safe asking the lead singer of Blue Oyster Cult backstage because they're promoting the movie. It hadn't come out yet.
Right.
They had the commercial on. And I'm like, you got to tell me Godzilla is part of the soundtrack. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
I was like, dude, I'm sorry. All right, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Oyster Cult.
And he's pissed off.
And guess what they come out with? No way. And kicking off with the guy. I didn't know that until I walked up on the stage and looked down at the set list on the tapes on the floor, and I went, "Oh no!
Oh dear!
It's just going to burn him up more. He's going to be mad. He's going to be more mad." So, the best song from 10 rock bands coming up. We'll sit and spin. And today on the question, what did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? We have a bunch of stories of people stepping on things, and it's never good. So you brought up the story of the crocodile.
Overall, if you're not planning to step in, on, or through anything, you're right. It's not good.
Right. It's not. And if it's in the news, it's worse.
Well, you've told the story many times about being growing up when you spent time in Colorado. And if they had a sandbox or
it's a new elementary school. It's like a new housing development, right? So all these families are moving there, blah blah blah. So about a year after we moved there, they opened this new elementary school where they built this particular housing tract, which is crazy. If you look at it now, it is completely suburbanized, right? But at the time, it's like 8 blocks worth of houses, and you're surrounded by prairie on all sides. No big deal. But they had a sandbox, and all the kids walked to school. And when we got to school, Miss Seth was her name. I don't know why I remember this woman, but she was kind of the safety, whatever, like teaching assistant that kind of kept her eye on the playground. That's essentially what her gig was, okay? But when we all got there in the morning, before the bell rang to play, we would all want to play on the playground. Swing, slide, all of it. Yep. But they had a sandbox, but they would not let us play on the playground until they removed the rattlesnakes out of the sandbox because they went in there to stay warm, all right? So I'm 7, 8, 9 years old. That's about the age I'm at. But you would get to school, and it's like always these 2 or 3 guys, never had sleeves, very hairy shoulders, and they had like those poles, and they would just dig through the sandbox, and you'd watch them pull out snake after snake, put them in a bag. But the guy ended it the same way every time. All right, I think we got them all. That's how he said it, right? Mm-hmm. And once he said that, it was go time, and kids would just descend on the playground. But we would go straight to the sandbox. It never. Yeah. There's one thing about little kids that I do appreciate is when you explain to them, generally speaking, when you explain a situation to them and how to deal with it should this situation come to pass, they're very calm about it. So we heard about what to do if you're bitten by a rattlesnake pretty much every day because it was the reality of just playing around your house, going to the prairie, certainly at the sandbox. So we never freaked out when we saw them, and we saw them all the time. The adults, on the other hand, they would scream their freaking head off if they saw one 50 yards away. And we're like, dude, it's not going to do anything.
Well, I told you, the property behind our house growing up was owned by somebody else, but they never did anything to it.
Yeah.
And the problem was it was like ragweed and all this crap, and just the grass was 2 feet high, 3 feet. It was out of control. And, you know, you'd see spots in it where, like, maybe a deer laid down or something like that. But other than that, it was like, it would always blow pollen into the yard and everything.
Right.
And so at least once a year, my stepdad would be like, hey, just clear as much back away from the property as you can. Even if it was 5 feet, 10 feet.
Something.
Whatever. And that's how I killed that family of bunnies. Because I was lifting up the front.
They thought they were safe.
I was lifting up the front of the lawnmower.
Little did they know.
And then just kind of stomping it down on top of the grass because the grass was so high. Like basically almost drowning the motor out. Like, then it would cut all the crap. That's when I dropped it on the bunny family I didn't know about, okay? But 2 years later, there was a...
You know, that story is less bad if you call them rabbits.
I
If you say
understand.
rabbits,
I understand.
seriously, rabbit, I killed a family of rabbits. People are mad sad. When you kill bunnies, now you've gotten into child territory.
But also every year I was able to kind of...
taco stands don't have bunny meat, they have rabbit.
It's not the Easter rabbit. It's the Easter bunny.
But it was easier to take care of then. So I would start cutting back to that area. So the next year, I'd go another 5 to 10 feet.
Yeah.
I just keep that process going and try to clear that area out. And so the next year, 2 years later, I'm back there again, cutting out a newer part, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm lifting in front of the lawnmower. I go over the top, push. I am on top of a bee's nest.
Yay!
Now I'm standing on it. You see a bee's nest in a tree, you go, ooh, there's a bee's nest. Well, when they're on the ground, you can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know they're there. And I'm running a lawnmower, so it's quiet. And all of a sudden, I'm encompassed by bees. I'm getting zapped everywhere. I'm like, oh, God, there's a bee's nest. I didn't realize it was in the ground.
Yeah.
I just knew I disturbed some bees.
When you're a child, though, you don't even think that bees
live in the ground.
Everything you see on TV.
You see them on the
Winnie the Pooh always climbed a tree, right? They all did.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh never dug in the ground.
So as soon as these bees started
Winnie's a
attacking me,
freaking liar.
I'm pretty sure I was zapped about 15, 20 times. But I take off running. It's at least 50 yards to my house because this is the way back into the property. I'm running like hell. But I didn't turn the lawnmower off or anything. So basically, I had a full tank of gas in that damn thing, and that lawnmower just sat there and ran. in one spot in a field until the gas, because you couldn't go, the entire lawnmower.
It's covered in bees.
Was covered in bees.
Yeah, they're angry.
Because I stepped on the damn thing. So, yeah, it was just weird because I was inside. My mom was trying to see if there's any more bees, like in my shirt or whatever the deal is. Meanwhile, the lawnmower's like, had to go for like 3 hours. The damn thing's just sitting there, just idling for 3 hours.
I did the exact same thing, and it was Yellow Jackets, and I knew it was there, but I didn't. It used to be an ant colony. It was a rotted tree stump, and my father and I, the week before, had watched the Yellow Jackets kind of take it over because it was crazy. He's like, "You got to see this." Yellow Jackets would go in, the ants were flying out of there, but the Yellow Jackets weren't really attacking the ants. So the way we humanized this was the Yellow Jackets say, "Do you want to throw down or do you want to leave?" The ant said, "We're going to go ahead and leave." But the little egg sacs and all this. And it was a long, all-day process. I forgot about that. Ran the lawnmower over top of the thing. Exact same situation. You start getting lit up. Ran back into the house. Lawnmower's still running. My father's not home at the time. And my mother, after she's done de-yellow jacketing me, is like, "You know you got to turn off the lawnmower." And I'm like, "You can't even see it." I'm like, "Look, man, you can be mad at me." I think I was about 15. I can be in trouble. You can say what you want. There's no effing way I'm going out to turn the lawnmower off. So same thing, it ran. Same thing about 3.5 hours. I remember my father comes home, and when he first walks into the house, the way it was, when you open the front door, you can see directly into the backyard. There's a lawnmower. There is no child pushing it, but it's on. "Stephen, God damn it, why is the lawnmower running?" I said, "Man, it's sitting over that Yellow Jacket's nest." And he just started laughing. He's like, "Okay." No more conversation. Just like, "Yep, I got it." I said, "Yeah, man."
I did it with a leaf blower. Because one summer I was a landscaper.
Yeah.
So at the end of it, you got to, use the leaf blower to get all the grass clippings out of there and everything, make it look nice. So same thing. So my buddy Bernie, it's his company. He's out front. He sees me in this backyard. He does not see that I have stepped on this bee's nest.
Oh.
All he sees me is take his piece of equipment, a gas-powered backpack with this leaf blower, and I just strip it off, like basically spike it and run out. So now he's
quit, and he doesn't know what you're doing.
Right, I'm just trying to get it up because it's annoying the bees. I've gotten stung already 3 times.
Right.
So he's running towards me like, "What are you doing?" And then same thing. There's all those bees around it, and he's like, "All right, I'll let you off this time."
Yeah.
But same thing.
No, you'll let me off, thanks.
Right, same thing. He went and got some kind of spray and just had to spray around it so we could pick it up and get it going. But you're right. So then the next, like I'm not allergic to bees, but there's that half an hour.
But it hurts.
Where they all get 3 or 4 stings and they're all swollen up.
Oh, yeah, red, itchy.
Red, itchy, right? He's like, "All right, we got to go." I'm like, "I'm not going to another job right now. Like, I've been paid."
You're right.
Come on.
The worst thing I've ever been actually not stung by, but in West Virginia, when you go fishing, it's better to use live bait most of the time.
Yeah.
So what you do is you kick down a stream into a seine.
Okay.
So in other words, you basically just you push rocks. Somebody's sitting down, lower down the stream with a net, and the net will cross the 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
So you just try to kick through everything.
Sure.
You try to kick everything through. So minnows, helgamites, crawfish. I had a crawfish pinch me on the back of my foot, basically.
Like your Achilles?
Like I must have been stepping on him or something. Yes. I mean, it was.
How bad did it hurt?
It was the tiniest pinch, but it was the most. I'd almost rather have a lobster with its big ass hook, clamp onto me with more strength than the tightness and the teeniness of that hard little pinch. That mother was in me. I was like,
I don't think my aunt and uncle do it anymore, but when I was a kid, if you got blue crabs, you got live ones.
Yeah.
And then she would steam them in her kitchen. But as a kid, you couldn't help yourself. You got to go in the kitchen and see what's going on. And there'd always be 1 or 2
they get it out of there.
That would escape.
And they're in a corner like this.
Right, but you're right. I mean, I remember
walking sideways.
I remember one pinching my foot or whatever. You're just like, "Oh my God, this is unbelievable."
You can't believe it. You cannot believe how painful.
Right. And if they get on your hand, they're hard to get off.
Yeah, have fun with that. I remember my brother. I was little. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. We were in Virginia, like when I was roadside, pick up crabs here. I'm sitting in the car. He insisted on going out there. It was with my grandfather. And I'm kind of not paying attention. And I see him streak by the window. But I don't see anything chasing him. Then I see him run back the other way. And he's clearly like panicked, right? So finally, open the door. And it's just one of these crabs, man, doing that weird sideways run. But I swear to God, it was the fastest crab you've ever seen. And it just wanted my brother's life.
Yeah.
It didn't matter where my brother went. This crab's like, nah, bitch.
The way that we used to do it, it was like there was at least 3 on the floor or 4 on the floor in the kitchen. But you knew more were going to escape. So you just took all the ones you could out of the bushel first, got them in the pot, closed the lid, and then you went and you tried to get the ones off the floor because you couldn't stop them.
They're ready to fight, man.
I know they are fired up.
Yeah. If you had a bushel of live blue crabs, some of them always got out.
They get into a corner so they can kind of snap at you better.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't want to be messed with, so they just sit there and they're like, okay, come get me.
And you do not want to get pinched, dude.
No.
They seriously.
And there's something with the smaller the crab, the more it pinches. Because that's how you can see those guys on the fishing boats with the king crabs. They don't really bite nearly as much. But yeah, those little ones, man.
They suck.
Bastards.
You're not my father.
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
This is a parent's worst nightmare. A couple in South Boston demanding changes after their 4-year-old was stuck by a needle in a city park.
God, man.
Shaheem Grant and Carolyn Flynn remain hopeful that their son Mason will be okay. Earlier this month, 4-year-old stepped on a used hypodermic needle during a family birthday cookout in South Boston.
Happy birthday.
It was a traumatic experience, he says. He didn't have shoes on. He ran out of the tent and stepped on the needle. Now, the family medium took him to the Boston Medical Center for testing, and he is now on several medications. They tested him for pretty much everything. Anything with bloodborne pathogens, HIV, hepatitis. Fear was immense, and the family has played in the area plenty of times. Never saw any needles on the ground. Now they're speaking out, hoping the city will do more to protect children. Quote, the city said this: discarded needles on our city streets and public spaces is unacceptable.
Do you live in the city, guys? That means nothing.
Our question, what did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Ron. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Ron.
Ron.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Welcome to the men's room, Ron.
Hola, Ron.
What up?
Hola.
Let me tell you guys what happened. I'm working for Whirlpool. I used to install appliances, and I'm working. I think it was Bellevue, Kirkland, something like that. I'm up on the 4th floor. I'm in a service elevator, and I've got like ranges, washers, dryers, stuff like that. But I don't, I have a dolly, and there's a gap between the elevator and the building. I'm on the outside of the building. and there's a gap. So I unload the stuff off the trolley. I'm getting back on. I'm walking. I was bringing something back on. Walking backwards, and there's about a 6-inch gap between the cart, the trolley, and the building. And I hit that gap with my left foot. Well, I landed so quick on my butt on the trolley, but when I looked down, I was just looking through that gap, and I'm like 50 feet up. Like I don't know if I would have stopped that or not.
So you basically almost squirted through the hole.
What's that?
You almost shot through a 6-inch gap.
Well, I mean, if both legs, if it was more like 7 or 8 maybe. Yeah, I mean, it was big because I wear a 13 and my foot went right through, and if I hadn't landed, like I said, if I hadn't landed on my butt on the elevator cart, it would have been a wrap because I would have fell backwards.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hadn't, my butthole hadn't clenched like that in a long time before that. Like, I mean, like the whole heart pounding, looking around, just like kind of analyzing what happened in the first few seconds and just like realizing just like, and then the sweat afterwards was just like, oh my God.
You bring up an interesting point though. And I don't know that once you're an adult, you can always, it's like getting hit in the balls, whatever. You can remember every time your butt puckers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a stupid thing.
Like that, because you get that whole toe tingle scared thing, like all through, and then it just goes from your legs to the back of your skull, and if I wasn't on duty, I would have like finished unloading the truck and then went and got a drink,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I told you about I was buying this house, and the house was one owner. And it was from 1970.
All right.
So the people that were in the home, they the woman was found walking in the neighborhood with her nightgown on.
Okay.
So the family put her in a place, and then later on, the guy was doing the same thing. So I buy this home. This home has not been touched. It's probably a lot like the house you're in now.
Oh yeah.
As far as the decor, the terrible wallpaper.
I don't know that decor is the right word, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, you can see where a couch had been sitting for 40 years and
never moved.
Right, because the color of the carpet's different than the rest of the room.
Yeah.
It was just like it needed a lot of help. But one of the first thing it needed was a new roof, and the reason I found this out is because you hire a guy to do a home inspection.
Mm-hmm.
His job is to come and look and tell you what needs to be done before you purchase this home.
Yeah.
So you have an idea what you can negotiate with. You pay this guy $400. He comes out. He goes over everything, right? Mm-hmm. So he is on the roof. I'm walking around the house. He's just checking out the condition of the shingles. He's going to get underneath the attic and look and up in there and all that crap. And I look up and he's gone. And I can't see him. It's one story, but the way the roof was angled,
yeah,
I can't see really anything. So I back up a little bit, and I hear him yelling my name. And I'm like, where did he go? And when he fell through the roof. But when he fell through the roof.
Need a new roof, by the way.
The shingles kind of stayed intact, sort of.
Yeah.
So it was almost like he just went through an invisible slit. It almost looked like, to close back up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was no, real big hole. It was just... I mean, you could kind of see where the shingles were.
It's like a dent, but not a hole.
Folded down in and stuff. And I'm like, oh, no. So I go inside the house. All right. Now, keep in mind, the house is for sale.
Yeah.
I don't own this thing yet. Okay. And he's got, there's 2 feet that are coming down through what used to be the living room of this home through the ceiling. So he shot down through the roof. Then he basically, right where his ghillie is, a 2x4 stopped him. Oof. And both legs went through both. So he could have shot through him either between the gap.
I think I'd have rather hit the floor,
or do what he did.
Yeah, just body weight
which
on
he
top.
2x4 right up the keister. But it stopped him. Oh. But both legs went down through the ceiling of the living room.
Was he okay?
I said, hey, are you okay? And I could not remember his name at the time. I was like, hey, man, are you okay? And he's like, I think the roof needs to be replaced.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was like, he's like, yeah, it's more than just the shingles, man. He's like, you got to replace the plywood, too. And I was like, okay. I was like, look, I will. He's like, I can't. He's like, it's dark in here. He's like, I can't see. So he's like, could you find where the attic is? And I found where the hole, or it's like one of those pull down
ladder,
set of steps
steep stairs.
Like that. So I pulled that down, and that was enough light where he could figure out his way, over to the area and climb down the steps. It was a day. I mean, I just 2 legs just hanging from this place.
And that's the house you bought?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, you're a better man than me. I'd have been like, nah. Well, when the inspector goes to the roof, no, man, it needs a little work.
Yeah. It was, I was like, damn, okay, all right. But the rest of the house was fine.
How'd you get him out?
He pulled himself out.
All right.
Like when
he just needed the light to figure out where to go.
When I got to the living room or the kitchen, I could see the legs dangling in the dining room. I could see him trying to work his feet out, and his legs were slowly going back up. And down. So I don't know if he's pulling himself up.
I like that he told you need a new roof. I got that, man.
What did you step on? What did you step in, or what did you step through? 206-803.
Well, the way he landed, it should have been like, you need a new roof.
Oh no,
I sound like Mickey Mouse.
he was fine. Though.
It's not funny. I'll never have children.
Yeah, really.
Hello, Christine. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so this is my story, y'all. As you can tell from my accent, I am from Alabama.
Alabama? I was going to guess Ireland. I'm completely off.
So when I was little, I never wore shoes. If I was not at school, I did not have shoes on, period. Never had them on my feet. So one summer, it's hot and dry. I'm walking through the yard, and I step on something wet. And I look down, there's a pile of what looks like mucus. And when I lift my foot up, it is a pile of wriggling intestinal worms.
Dude. From what? What do you think they were from?
From a dog, the cat, whatever animal there was in their yard.
Oh, God.
So your pet puked it up and you stepped in it.
Yeah. I immediately went and bleached my foot, and I rarely ever go barefoot anymore.
How old were you when this happened?
I'm going to say probably 12.
And so since then, you're like, I am not going barefoot.
No, I'm not. No, it was traumatic. No, I don't ever want to go through that again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Would it have been different if you stepped on broken glass, a rusty nail, dog poop, or is it just the fact that that's about the most disgusting thing you could possibly step in?
Yeah, that's just the most disgusting thing that you can step in, honestly.
Where were you in Alabama?
Northeast corner.
Okay. Is that
45 minutes from Chattanooga?
All right, yeah, I was going to say the Tennessee border.
Okay, all right. Thank you for bringing up Chattanooga. My northeast corner of Alabama means nothing to me than the northeast corner.
Mobile, just those two states, Mississippi and Alabama, they cover a lot of ground.
Right.
But north to south-wise,
there's nothing.
There's just the north part is Tennessee, and the south part is more Florida, if that makes sense.
Right.
So you get down to Florida, like, woo-woo, and you get to the north part, man, it's pretty well like
There's not a ton going on.
No.
Like my nephew is currently driving back to school at Ole Miss.
If you're not on the coast.
Right. He like my brother, he was saying this morning, he was like, what time you leaving? CJ is like, maybe this time. He's like, it really doesn't matter. You're not driving north from Virginia, so you don't have to go through all the major cities.
Yeah.
No.
But you're right. He's stopping somewhere tonight outside of Knoxville that he'll go on to Oxford in the morning.
Quick question, just survey among us. You're barefoot, you step on something. Rusty nail or a pile of mucus with intestinal worms.
Mucus. All the way. I don't want to get infected with
no tetanus, man.
No,
You're taking the rusty nail, Steve?
Yeah, because it's not traumatic to me. It sucks. Like, you do it, and you're like, damn it. And I understand what I'm up against. Got to go to the hospital, get the stuff. But it's not traumatic. It's just a moment that sucks. Like, I will forget that I stepped on a rusty nail.
Hold on.
But if I step on a pile of mucus, and inside of that mucus is the vomited up intestinal worm, that's just a visual. And look, I know you don't have to go to the hospital. I get it. I completely get that. But just for me, mentally, I'll take the nail. I've stepped on a nail before. I stepped on it actually within the last 3 years.
I was going to say, haven't you recently done this?
I was in flip-flops, being a complete idiot. I should have been safer. I wasn't. Went directly through the flip-flop, went into my foot. It sucked, and you go through the rigmarole. But when it was done, it's done. And even when I think back to it, I'm just like, that was kind of funny. Intestinal worms and a pile of mucus, I'm like, no, man. Like, I would not sleep at night.
I've stepped in dog crap.
I've done that barefoot. Actually,
right? I mean, when I was a kid, like, somebody's got to get up in the morning and take the dog out.
Yeah.
And like, it must have been warm out. For whatever reason, I would just take them out in the front yard barefoot. But I clearly hadn't cleaned up from the day before.
Uh-huh.
So once I stepped in dog ass, I was like, all right, we're wearing shoes now when we do this.
Were you a dog ass man? When I was a kid, man, I don't know what it was. But when summer hit and you went out and played and did your thing, it was inevitable that you came home and there's dog ass all over your shoes, and you swore that you had not stepped in dog crap until you got to your front door. And you look down at your shoe, and it's everywhere. And my parents, they had a bucket out front because they were like, don't ever step into our house with your shoes on because you and your brother. Because my dad was like, do you look for it? And I'm like, no, man, we try to avoid it. But back then, people just did not.
Yeah, but you also used to play
dogs.
touch football in the yard. You play tackle football. I mean, I've seen.
But I never got it on my face.
I
never got it on my elbow. I'm just saying, as a kid, it did not matter. I could walk through my own house. We did not have a dog, and somehow there'd be dog ass on my shoes. It was,
But dude, when I was a landscaper, like, our big trick was, instead of buying like really nice boots that were good for your feet, you'd buy the cheapest ones you could because the tread would wear off very quickly. Because you stepped in so much dog ass, you wanted to be able to just wipe it off.
That's a good call, man.
So without the tread, it was much easier.
Because you use like a pair of flats.
Right. So like every few months, you would just buy this cheap pair, and within, it seems like a few days, you're walking so much, the tread would be gone, and then it was no big deal.
My father's theory was, hey, put your shoes outside. If we had a deep tread, it was keep your shoes outside, but lay them on their sides. Then the next day, when the sun dried, then you slam them together, and the dried dog crap comes out much easier.
Yeah.
I would say, and Miles will agree with this, same thing with baseball cleats.
Let them dry.
Right, like you always, like you never bring them in the house. Like my dad was even like, don't put them in your bat bag. But say, I can't tell you how many. I feel like I spent hours outside clapping shoes together.
You look like a cymbal monkey.
Exactly.
We had this severe hill that was back to where that field was I was talking about. So my dad gave me a pair. He bought an old used pair of golf cleats.
Okay,
from somewhere, wherever. Those were my grass cutting shoes. Because he didn't want me slipping underneath the lawnmower. Because the grade of that hill was so ridiculous.
That's a good call,
so
man.
I would cut grass in golf shoes.
That's actually
a
very
good call,
smart.
because there was one
shoes.
place in my. I thought we were geniuses. Our boots with no tread, but literally I hated cutting that hill because it was so steep you'd slip.
Right? Yeah, and that's the last thing you need.
You just let that thing go.
What did you step on? What did you step in, or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So when I was 13 years old, I was getting ready for the upcoming football season. I was up at the local school getting ready to do some jogging, and I stepped in a nest of red ants.
Oh.
That's not the worst part. Worst part is I shook them off my foot, started jogging, and one of those little bastards made it up my leg, into my shorts, into my underwear, and bit the tip of my penis.
Oh!
Do you think they know what they're doing?
I'm saying yes.
Like, do you think they know the
yes?
Do you think they know the bullseye? Why did it stop there?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
no.
That tells me it knows.
Could have gone up and like bit your nipple.
Nope.
Or
it stops at the penis.
Right. So how does the ant know?
I don't know, but man, it hit me, and I fell face first, about 20 feet off the soccer field, where I pulled my pants all the way down, didn't even know it, and I get up, and there's a soccer game going on, and all the people are staring at me.
Oh man!
Even better.
You could have been busted with some kind of like child protective law.
Do you try to even explain the situation, or are you in enough pain that you don't care?
It was so much pain, I didn't care. I got that broke his head off too, and I had to try and peel him off the end of my penis, and it was so much pain. When I was done, I just pulled my shorts up and just hauled butt.
How long does the pain last? As far after the bite, like how long are you dealing with this?
It last?
Yeah, how long does it last?
Days.
Does it really? See, I've never been bitten by ants.
I've never been bitten by a fire ant for sure. And
this is a red ant. The fire ant's smaller. A red ant is just a little smaller than a what are those black ones that they have here?
Where was this?
This is in the city of Orange, California.
I was going to say, I knock on wood, man. I don't have any ants in my house. I know they're here.
Sure.
It's just like you just don't see them as much as you do in other parts of the country.
Look, I've had ants. We have a guy that comes by to take care of it, but in between, you get like a week of ants. But these ants, they are not red ants. They are not fire ants. They're just annoying. They do not hurt. You are not scared of them.
Are they carpenter ants?
We had carpenter ants when I lived.
See, those will eat the wood in your house.
And upstate, we lived in a wood house. We had the carpenter ants. And back then, I'm a young kid, and I had a little afro. And there were so many of these ants. They were constant. My father was always screaming about it, whatever. But I would get up each morning before school, and I'd be picking out my hair. And on average, you get like 3 dead ants out of hair to the point that it stopped bugging you. You just accept it. Look, when you go to sleep, they're going to try to go through your hair. I do not know why. I did get bitten by a carpenter ant once. They're stronger than you'd think, but it doesn't like hurt. Because it's one of those things you show your friends. But carpenter ants are not small. And like you would smash them with a shoe and they keep running. Like they have real hard exoskeletons, man. But my dad would and they got in everything. I remember you dump out Frosted Flakes because like all ants, they also like sugar. And now the Frosted Flakes, you dump in the bowl. And I mean, it's half Frosted Flakes, half ants. And like, okay, well, that's dumb.
I remember that too. Somehow they always got into the cereal.
Always.
Like, come on.
Did you ever have an ant farm growing up?
No, I did not.
I did.
I had a buddy that had one, and it was cool.
It was cool. I have to admit, it was very cool. And then they disappeared.
I mean, they disappeared or they died?
I don't know. I could not find
But they
them.
got out of the ant farm?
I don't know how they could have done it. But they did get it. So they either... Like, I shook that thing to see if I could find... You could see... You would be able to see them if they were in there.
Did any sand fall out?
No. I don't know what happened. I swear to God,
ants just disappeared.
They disappeared.
Or like the Donner Party?
They're either in the house someplace. I still never saw any in the house. But they were just gone one day.
Did they move next door with sunshine?
I don't know. Jesus, wow. All the pets are just fleeing.
I mean, I've just never heard of anybody that lost the ants in an ant.
They just they're enclosed in a glass thing.
Right, but the sand and stuff was still in. They
trails were in there.
The trails were in.
Everything. Yeah,
how do you lose the ants?
I don't know. Because it was for a science fair project. So when I did the science, I messed up last time. But so when I did the science fair project, basically I just had this thing and explained all the notes I'd taken.
But there's no
physical evidence that any of this
They
really
left
happened.
before the project.
Impossible.
Yes, I know that's what I said. That was my hypothesis. Basically, at the end of it.
Did you take it to SeaTac Airport?
No. Jesus, they just took
We
off.
lost your ants.
They ran on the train.
I don't know. It's got on the light rail. We lost prisoners and miles of
It's the
sand.
easiest way to escape. Just take us to the airport, kids. What did you step on? What did you step in, or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
Remember the story a couple months ago about the woman who slipped into a volcano, into a crater?
Yes.
And she unfortunately passed away. So they heard her screaming.
I thought she survived.
No. She passed on.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't she down there for like a couple of days?
Yeah, she was down there for days, screaming out of the volcano. Help!
Couple days in a volcano. That'll take your life. All right.
Well, guess what? It's happened again.
Oh, my God.
A Swiss mountaineer was rescued from Indonesia's Mount Rinjani after plunging down the same steep slope.
The same one.
Of the active volcano. Just weeks after another hiker died on the same treacherous trail.
Why did they get so close to the crater of an active volcano?
Benedict, do you want to pronounce the last name there? Benedict, I can't read that. What does that say? Benedict what?
Wow. All right, I'm going to say this. This is the guy's
Benedict,
last name.
I just can't pronounce it.
It sounds like I'm making a confession. I'm a nigger.
Thank you.
That is the guy's last name.
46 years old. He's hiking. Ted, can you?
Look at it. Just take a look at it. I'm not exaggerating.
How would you say that?
No. Just pass.
I'm sorry, I can't read.
Man, that would suck if you had to do the story on the news, wouldn't it?
Oh, man.
It's like if you're a local news reporter.
Give it to the black guy. I'm not reading this.
Benedict last.
I'm not reading this.
I would say, like, we're not going to release his name.
Benedict
There
I.
you go. We're protecting his identity.
Benedict I.
There's that kid playing college football this year.
Oh, no, he's got hats and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You seen
Noah.
Have you seen his apparel you can buy?
I wouldn't buy it.
I was going to buy you a hat.
No. Where am I going to wear that?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Iceland? Anyway.
Yeah, that gets you uninvited to the cookout.
Yeah.
He was hiking with his daughter, a local porter, when he slipped and tumbled down the slope just hours before noon on Wednesday. The fall in the island's most notorious climb left him immobilized by injury, and he was unable to climb back. But eventually, rescuers were able to airlift him out, but he slipped exactly at the same place. They did throw him a thermal blanket. I don't understand why he just fell into a volcano.
Here's something to keep you warm.
Right. Our question, what did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
That to me, hey, here's a thermal blanket, even though you're on top of an active volcano. It's like a big story I read today. You see the Oasis concert. All right, and it was just a little thing that went viral, and people were taking different videos. And it wasn't about the band itself, but the sign language people were doing this great job. They had glow sticks, and that's what everything it was about. And then at some point it occurred to me, I'm like, why do you have people doing sign language at a concert?
Well, I know. And that is until you can feel.
I know you can feel.
You can feel.
Do you think Oasis feels better than, say, Metallica? I don't know. I just thought it was strange.
Well,
I'm
it just depends on the noise level.
They're still going. That's my epic story.
They
about
bought the store. I'm about to take it.
That was like when I went to the Clinton inauguration and Bob Dylan was playing, and the lady just put her arms up.
Like, I don't know.
She was like, I don't know. I don't know what he's saying.
Did she really?
Yeah. It was in front of the Lincoln Memorial. They had all these artists there, and Bob Dylan comes out. Right? When did Bill Clinton get in office?
96, I think.
Right. So I mean, I'm whatever age or whatever, or was it 92?
92. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like 12. Like, I don't know Bob Dylan is Bob Dylan.
Nobody does.
But just the excitement and, like, my parents' face, and, like, you understand it's a massive deal. I, of course, say, I don't understand what he's saying. It's fine. But, I mean, this lady had been on this giant pillar on the side of the stage for hours, signing all these other artists. And, yeah, you know, like the meme where you just have both hands up. She just threw them up and went, I don't know.
Damn.
I give up.
I don't know.
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
You know some sign language. There's nothing for like,
I know.
How do you say,
I know thank you and more.
I know sorry.
Oh, I just know it from little kids.
That's hungry.
This?
Yes.
I thought it was sorry.
Sorry? I mean...
So I haven't been apologizing to anyone. Like, he's hungry.
I like that.
No, I'm trying to think.
What's thank you?
Thank you.
That's it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've seen
Right,
it.
and you see little kids doing this all the time. More for food.
Sure.
That's all I know.
Okay. Well, it turns out I know nothing.
I should do that next time I go to a restaurant. Just act like I can't talk.
You could do it to a bartender. And they, more, please.
Oliver Twist, the sign.
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
I have some more.
Hello, Marty. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
I had the wonderful experience having grown up in Northern California, and I'm a Gen Xer. I stepped in and on and exploded a banana slug.
You exploded the thing?
Yes, thrill. It was everything and all that in a bag of chips, and I agree with you on the rusty nail. I'll take a brief agony every time, and I'm a unicorn. I've died and come back, so I'm serious. I've had all the physical pain.
What color is a banana slug on the inside? So is it still just more yellow?
Snot gray.
Snot gray.
And at the time, it was the 80s-ish, 90s, early 90s, and I was working, as I did in my early career, as like an office girl. And my boss was a Boston wicked Karen who insisted you wear hose, right, with your heels. And so I was getting ready for work in the morning. I'm wearing a silk blouse and panties and knee-high pull-on stockings.
Yeah, same thing Ted's wearing right now. We know.
Right. So when I stepped on this bad boy and it went everywhere, through all my toes and all the things, I want you to know that no matter what solution I put on that sock after work that night, because I had to stop retching and actually figure out how I was going to get to the office, nothing worked. It was fire, probably the only thing, and it was gone. I sacrificed it. And I was po back then. Those were the ramen days, so it was huge. But yeah, I'll never undo the scar. When I was a Girl Scout and we went camping in the Redwoods, we kissed them and joined the Banana Slug Club. Let me tell you what, they do not end well.
Wait, what? You kiss banana slugs?
Oh my God, Girl Scouts, yes. We had a summer camp thing, and the counselors, we all did all kinds of wacky crap with the counselors, one of which was to kiss a banana slug that we found along the trail. And we did it because we were 8.
Those are pretty big, right?
Yeah, they're big, man.
They are, like, if you get a nice fat cigar, like we're talking Looney Tunes, old school Mickey Mouse cigar chomping size, yeah, like that.
Oh, man.
Okay, tell me this.
Oh, dude.
The squishy tubes, when my kids were kids, you'd like shake them in your hand and they were incredibly lewd. They're like that size and that consistency. Yep. That's exactly it.
All right, Marty, let me ask you this. Since you have both stepped on and kissed a banana slug, and you're the only person I know that has done both of these things. Now, I don't like spiders, but people explain, hey, they're good for the ecosystem. And I go, look, I get it. I get it. What do slugs do? Why do we need them?
I have no clue.
Exactly.
And I'm 100% with you. I feel the same way about spiders, with the exceptions of the ones that have obviously eaten mosquitoes. I think the same of mosquitoes in a lot of ways, but slugs, no clue. I have no idea.
I think.
Tell me, what did they do, man? Like worms.
I've stepped on them before.
The soil. Ants do. Like
I've stepped on their trails.
Every bug that you name and every weird creature. It's like whether you like them or not. Other than. Honest to God, in my opinion, and I obviously am not a zoologist, but there are two creatures that make no sense to me, just their existence. Panda bears and slugs. I don't know the purpose of nothing eats pandas, so it's not like you're here as a food source, and the pandas themselves are the goofiest, stupidest creature on this planet, right? And then slugs, I mean, are they eating bugs we don't want? Or are they helping fertilize plants?
If they went away, something would happen like the end of the world. They do something.
But I just want to know, what do you do to redeem
you gotta be
your
eating little bugs or something, right?
But spiders got that covered, right? I'm like spider. And look, spiders freak me out because spiders in a way are cool.
What about the crap they leave behind? I bet that's for
that
something.
slime
Mm-hmm.
to let you know they've been there.
Yeah, but I bet it does something to the world.
Does it?
I don't know.
Does it?
Why else would you leave it there?
I don't know. There's nothing about a slug that makes sense to me.
Like you poop in a garden, man. Your tomatoes going to be
inevitably you fertilize them.
right. So there's got to be something like that.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're holding out hope that that's it. I don't know because I feel like somebody at some point would say, "Listen, man, nobody likes slugs. They're gross looking, but they do this." Bees, right? People don't want to get stung by a bee, but they say, "Hey, man, they're the pollinators. They make honey." You go, "Cool." In exchange for a few stings, I'll get some honey to make tea palatable, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You're not that far off.
All right, what are they saying
Basically,
about slugs?
they eat dead leaves, and then they're a good food source for other animals.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. So now slugs, to me, have a leg up on pandas because at least they're a food source.
Do you like snails?
Nothing eats pandas, Dad.
Well, nothing does, but pandas basically only exist in captivity.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they should be extinct.
I
don't dislike pandas.
That's why they take care of them.
I think they're as cute as anybody does, but to me, it's the equivalent of Jurassic Park. Like, look, there's no way nature selected these bad boys.
Well, other than
to
a tiger
still
in
be
China,
here.
what would be a natural predator?
Anything that wants to eat a panda can eat a panda. A panda will put up no fight against anything. I'm convinced my dog could take out a panda bear.
Oh, sure.
Just the ferocity of it.
Okay,
I would not want to see that. Why are you like championing? They're like, oh, that'd be awesome. I don't think it'd be awesome. I'm saying I think my dog could do it, man.
Okay, let me ask you this about, about being in bare feet. Was there when you were growing up, were you one of those people who was barefoot all the time?
Not all the time. I mean, summer, sure.
I mean, I would be outside constantly barefoot.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom of my feet were like black.
I'm black and the bottom of my feet aren't black. Yeah.
I mean, if I was at the pool or something, but I feel like at my house, like, once you got to the street, you better have shoes on.
Okay, that was
There's gonna be broken
glass.
glass and
Like
stuff.
in the summer, unless you're on a bicycle, my shoes always stunk.
Well,
because you're going to
yeah.
you're going to the pool, you're going to,
and you're a teenage boy.
You're going to the lake, you're being active. So
and you're probably not wearing socks.
I just wanted to because I couldn't find two socks that matched. If I remember back in those days, seriously, I mean, like socks were pretty important.
Oh yeah,
even though you didn't want to get them for Christmas,
you're getting them for Christmas.
You needed them, but so I think I was in high school, and like our gym locker room shower, 7, 8 shower heads, whatever. I never knew you were supposed to wear flip flops. And no one ever told you that.
No one ever told me.
Everybody just walked in. You walked in tile floors, mold everywhere. So I ended up getting a plantar wart on the heel of my foot. Now, a plantar wart is more than just a wart. It's internal, and there's like a seed in there.
That's what Mr. Peanut has.
There's a seed in there. So when I go to the doctor, man, he's got to dig this thing out. Now, just even the local shots on the bottom of your foot hurt like hell.
Mm-hmm.
So needles to the bottom of your feet. Like even all this will make you feel better. Like you're still sticking a needle in my foot before it's numb. Many little needles. And now you're digging this thing out. Well, guess what? It's so deep. It's not the anesthesia is kind of working on the surface, but it's not working on the inside of my foot.
Where the seed is.
Where the seed is. And he's like, look, man, you just can't be walking around barefoot all the time. And I was like, all right, well, he asked, do you play sports? Yeah. It's probably from the shower gym. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, wear flip-flops in there. But from that moment on, that kind of stopped my
barefoot days.
Barefoot days.
It's amazing why people stop walking barefoot. You get the plantar wart because you got the gross-ass shower. We had a lady before that stepped on the intestinal worms and a ball of mucus.
Yeah.
Like, we all have our motivation. I stepped on, just to be simple about this, I stepped on that rusty nail. I will still walk barefoot. Sucked, but it's not traumatic. I stand by this.
Yeah. It just seems more dangerous.
It is. It absolutely. This has nothing to do with the level of danger. It has all to do with the visual memory, I think.
Yeah.
Because I can still picture the nail. I remember pulling it out of my foot. That sucked. Looking at the nail. Being mad at the nail, even though the nail's like, I got nothing to do with it, player. But if I stepped on intestinal worms, that is not okay with me. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, I picked up dead animals before because we had to discard them. But there's one in particular. I did not pick it up, but my brother, he had to go out there and do it. Father's orders. And it had flown into the window, drops to the ground. It gave them a couple hours. A lot of times they would just knock themselves out and eventually fly away. Next morning, it's still there. Okay, it's dead. So it was a robin, and it kind of looked like it's just sitting on the ground. So my brother goes to pick it up, and you realize when he flipped it over, it was like a pinata of maggots. I remember what that looked like, and I mean, it still skeeves me out. My brother had a very difficult time with this because it was in his hand, but, that's the difference. I don't want to. There was no danger. It just is what it is. But I remember it, and I was probably so 46 years has passed, and I'm still curling my toes when I just think about looking at it. That's why I'm taking the rusty nail. Stupid as that might be.
That reasoning, fine.
That's my only reasoning. It's like, man, it's just the exploded banana slug. Like, I don't want that experience. I don't want to step on a nail either. They said, look, man, you can stomp on the slug and make it explode, or stomp on this nail, like, going for the nail again.
Look, even in your own kitchen, right? If you're just making breakfast, you more than likely know where it came from, but it's still disheartening to step on something wet.
Oh, yeah, dude.
An egg yolk or something. Just like,
yeah, you're just like, why is that wet?
I love my cat, Senor Larry.
Yeah.
The old place I used to live in had dark hardwood floors.
All
right. It's in the morning. I'm barefoot. I'm walking downstairs to get a cup of coffee. The first step that I take on the level, after I'm done the last step, I step down. My heel hits a fur ball that he had coughed up on the overnight, right? And my foot flies forward like this. I caught myself, but I swear to God, I pulled my groin for about 4 or 5 days. Like, I was walking around like, oh, God, man, Jesus.
Right, get a little caught up hair.
That thing took, and I caught myself, but I completely ripped my groin. I just didn't rip it. I really stretched it bad. Yeah, exactly. And I look at the bottom of my foot. I'm like, what is that? And I was like, that's a hairball. Mm-hmm. It left this wet white line going straight across the floor.
Why is it that if something is wet, it bothers us more, right? Like you said, you step on something in your kitchen, fine. If it's wet, even if you know what it is, it bugs you. Castle with Zach Wilde. Gives him a hug.
Right, I was standing there next to him.
Why is his beard wet?
Right, he just looks at me and goes, why is he wet?
Right.
Because he doesn't shower, or he used to not to. And it was like, it's a good point. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
if you want to make anything gross, make it wet, right? That's the long and short. Just make it wet. You can step on a tissue. You're like, damn it. Step on a wet tissue. You're like, oh, my God. Yes, exactly.
It's like years ago when I surprised my dad and stopped by his house. It took him a few minutes to answer, then he does. It's just like, why are you sweating? What are you doing in there?
You know what he's doing.
What are you watching?
Jesus.
And you said he seemed a little disheveled.
I mean, granted, I legit surprised him. He had no idea, but I had gone to a wedding. I was running around visiting.
Did he know you were in town?
He did, but I didn't say if I was coming by or not.
Right.
So I was just like, screw it.
So he's trying to rub one out before Dad gets
I was on the Eastern Shore. I had a flight later that day, but I got back in time, called Bernie, said, hey, where you at? I'm going to come by and say hi. Cool. So then I got to drive by my dad's house to get to the airport. So I'll just pop in, right? I'm this close. Might as well say hello. But yeah, he was awfully sweaty.
Was it summer?
It was, but he had central AC.
Right.
That's it. I mean, all signs point to he was having personal time. And I don't think we hugged or shook hands.
Don't hug me.
Yeah, you make eye contact?
We did. I mean, it was just like...
hey, Dad, good to see you.
Where were you sitting? I'm going to sit on the other couch. I got about 10 minutes for this visit.
Where were you sitting?
Yeah. What you got, diet soda?
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Riley. Welcome to the men's room.
What's up, guys?
Hola.
So, yeah, when I was about 14 or 15, I was working for my brother in Tacoma, and I was living with him as well. And he had these elderly neighbors, a married couple, that he would help out with chores around the house and things. And one night we get a call from them, and they were wanting help getting the husband moved from his bed to his wheelchair.
All right.
And he didn't want to do it, so I think we rock, paper, scissors for it. I lost. I go over there. They bring me into the room. I lift this guy up, and I hear the most blood-curdling scream I've ever heard in my life. I look down, and I'm stepping on his catheter cord. I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I just I set him back down, ran back over to my brothers. I was like, man, I'm not dealing with this. You got to go over there. He laughed his ass off.
Do you think you pulled most of it out by stepping on it? Like when he tried to...
I don't know. I didn't look that close, but from the way he screamed, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Damn.
Thank God I've never had to do that.
What's that, to get a catheter?
Yes.
It sucks, man. I won't go through the whole story again. Farting
I am
penis,
so happy.
blah, blah, blah. But
so that's one thing I've avoided.
I wanted
somehow.
that thing out. And it's because you don't know what's there. You know, you wake up from the surgery and people are kind of explaining what your situation was, why you're there in the first place, all the stuff you missed. And then at some point you feel like you have to pee. You throw your sheets back because the bathroom's right there. And there's a tube running out of your penis to a place I don't know. Like, it just seems like it goes on forever. And it freaked me out. So I buzzed the nurse. She explains the situation, but they have to leave it in for a certain amount of time. Fine. But I remember the day they pulled it out, and it is tapered at the end, but the last little bit that they yank out, it's like a mild bee sting on the inside of your urethra. It just, you're like, God, that hurts, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, you don't want that.
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here on such short notice. This place isn't bugged, is it?
Bugged? Wait, Jamie, what's going on?
It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah?
That's all I paid for it.
I think I need to get back to you on that.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I do now.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you've always wanted, plus America's best warranty at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. The guilt is real, but so is the savings.
Listen, I don't want to get in your business, but if that's all she paid for it, I'll have what she's having.
It's a great day for a new Hyundai at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on now. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The school year is beginning, but don't settle for basic tissues when it comes to managing all the messes that come with it. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up against runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This school year, make sure to get the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Couple headlines for you. Mama deer chases down man who accidentally stepped on fawn.
Uh-oh. Don't do that.
Fawn probably had brand new shoes on, too.
Yeah.
TikTok was uploaded by Benji on Saturday, where it received more than 15 million views and 25,000 comments. It shows the man getting chased down by an angry mama deer after he accidentally stepped on her fawn that was resting in front of the door. Yeah, okay. Man attacked by a crocodile after accidentally stepping on it during a fishing trip. That was in Australia.
He thought it was a log.
Gator attacks hiker who stepped on it while walking on a Florida trail. This was in Naples. Woman was attacked by an alligator while hiking. It got up on its hinds and bit her on her arm.
Damn. Okay.
You do know that alligators can do that, right? They can kind of get on their haunches.
Hello.
I've seen it like once or twice on a video, but I just...
It seems physically impossible.
It does.
But they can do it because they get those little teeny tiny, like,
tiny.
CeeLo arms and legs, So you don't think they can do that, but they can.
They can also sing like CeeLo.
Deadly snake bites elderly man twice after he accidentally steps on it. Man shows why you should always wear shoes in Arizona, especially indoors. As basically, there's a scorpion in his house, but it kind of blends in.
It said he has hardwood floors, and I got these particular scorpions.
They're like chameleons.
Yeah.
They blend into their environment no matter where they are, so you can't see them.
And he was saying, like, I know that about scorpions. And he even said, I'm usually good at spotting them, and so are my cats.
And this is the guy with the biggest cuyons ever. Scientists stepped thousands of times on deadly snakes so he could figure out how to save lives. Now, this was not the guy that was intentionally getting poisoned by snakes. That was a separate guy who was like one dude who got bit by every single...
Oh, yeah.
For like some type of antivenom. Because he's got,
Was he the pain guy or the antivenom guy?
Yeah, I think he was the antivenom guy. But either way...
The fact that there's two different guys is already ridiculous.
There's a third. This guy. So what this guy does is he has stepped on over 400 or 500 of the deadliest snakes on the planet.
When do you think he got this idea, and who do you think said, you know what, man, do that?
So he wears these boots, okay? So the question he's trying to get through is, why do some snakes bite while others stay chill? So depending on the species, depending on the time of year,
all right,
and depending on how close you are and everything else, so he'll walk the perimeter around the snake, see how close he can get, see if, and oftentimes you can step within an inch of a deadly snake, and they won't do anything. But it depends. So if it's a male snake, they don't really mess with you, depending on the breed. That's one thing they figured out. Males will try everything they can not to bite you. But the younger generation of snakes and the females are more aggressive and prone to bite. So when they're young, and if they're female, they will zap you.
You don't say.
That's basically what it
seems
is.
so uncharacteristic.
The last 2 times I've been bitten by a human, it was either a child or a chick that was into it.
I'm sorry, he tested 240 snakes.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
you're right, dude.
He's okay, but he's been bitten 3,500 times. Some of the male snakes he has to go up to and gently step on them and apply pressure.
Well, yes, that will get a snake to bite
before
you.
they turn around and zap him. Even cobras, you can walk up to them. The study's fascinating. It's always females and youth. It's never the males. They will do everything in their power to not get involved. Just like any other guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with this.
Right.
Just shut up.
Do not drag me into this.
I did not come to the bar to have you get into a fight with her.
Right.
Can we just chill out for a little bit? But even though you have a boot on, I mean, some of these snakes, I mean, he's letting them bite him. And that's the crazy thing. He's been bitten, stepping on snakes 3,500 times to push them to bite.
What is his actual job? Like, what is your job title if that's what you do?
He's researching to try to figure out which snakes, like there's a couple snakes out there, like the Jaracara. It's a pit viper in South America. This thing will run across a field just to bite you.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So, like, if he sees you, he's like, oh, look, there's somebody to bite. Woo, woo. Others, you have to kind of startle, or they have to feel threatened.
How about
some are
keep
actually,
your distance from snakes?
Some actually go, look at that dude over there. I'm going to go bite him for no reason.
Some of them are just like rattlesnakes camouflage so well.
But they will rattle if you're getting
correct.
To
So I
let
think-
you know. They don't rattle to say, I'm going to strike you. They rattle to say, hey, I'm here. I don't want to have to do this, but I will.
Correct.
And I do appreciate that. It's kind of like, all right, man.
But going back to what Miles is saying, I was watching one of those, like, I should have died, or
Yeah, I shouldn't be alive. Or,
and same thing. It's some woman in her 20s, her and her dad like hiking.
all right.
She goes down somewhere and just doesn't realize she steps on a juvenile rattlesnake. It says just feels this kind of
little prick.
Yeah, like right, nothing terrible. And then however much time later, her whole foot and ankle's swollen, and they're like, "Oh my God, you got bit by a baby rattlesnake. We need to get you out of here."
Mm-hmm. Cool.
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
That thing is terrifying. There's a pit viper just in South America, just like, oh, victim.
It's crazy. You step on a human infant, they don't do anything.
Also, they have a separate thing on that was not stepping on, but he has a different thing he wears for tree snakes.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, some of them will drop out of trees just to land on you and bite you.
That's just bringing
So
you
he's got a
comfort to-
different suit he wears for those bad boys. Because they will hang, they will come down, they'll bite you on top of the head or whatever, and they'll just go right back up.
Now, are they biting you hoping you'll drop dead to eat you later, or are they just biting you to kill you?
They're not constricting snakes.
Right.
So those are the ones that actually swallow big items.
Right.
For the most part, snakes can just, there's nothing they can't swallow a rat. But I mean, you were obviously too much for them to get down, But they still bite humans anyway.
That would just piss me off. Like, you're not even going to eat me, man.
No, you're just being a D-bag.
Right. You're just being a douche. That's literally, you're just being a douche.
Yeah.
Mama didn't raise you right. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
My mom used to live right next to a marina in like Browns Point, and one night, me and a couple of my friends were super hammered, and we were walking down like where like people moor their boats, and I looked down, and what I thought was mud, I was like gonna just step off of the dock into it, and I randomly stepped into it and went completely over my head underwater.
Oh.
Yeah, and fully dressed. It was like wintertime, and like I lost both of my shoes in the water, and my friends were like trying to pull me out. It was just a wild thing, and it was just like gross mud on the top of the water, like from the tide or whatever, and I randomly thought it was mud because I was really hammered. So luckily my friends were there. I would have probably just died.
It sounds like it, man.
That's crazy.
Wow, man. But it was that thick looking.
It almost sounds like quicksand.
Yeah, totally. It was just like, I don't know, and it was dark, so I think I was, with my impaired vision and everything, I don't even really know why I was thinking I should step off the dock anyway.
Yeah, actually, when you go back to that point, every decision you made after that was kind of dumb. But yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, so yeah.
Well, good thing your friends were there, man.
Okay.
It's, Jesus.
What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
That is awful, especially in the winter.
Well, okay. In all fairness. Yeah.
Well, no, it's just a little hole. It'll be fine.
I know when Steve Irwin died,
Yeah.
he passed away. He actually was messing around with that
Stingray.
Stingray. Yeah. So he had it like winged out, was picking it up and stuff. And that thing just shot a barb perfectly into his heart and killed him.
Yeah.
So
and sang Bon Jovi.
But I've just been walking out to try to get to a sandbar.
Yeah.
Which is probably 50 yards out, and had my feet swept out from under me and saw a ray that I just stepped on swim away. Now, thank God that thing didn't bar me up into the leg or whatever, because it hurt like hell. But that was wild. This huge cloud goes up, and then you can see it because they're 5 feet wide.
I said they're big, right?
Especially the ones in Florida. Those rays down there are big, and you don't
They
realize
wear trucker hats.
Yeah, and like you see like sand dollars kick up and everything like that.
Yeah.
So and you feel the propulsion, which is kind of weird.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get blown back by a fan real quick, but you're like, wow. I hope there's not more of those in here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Which there are. What did you step on? What did you step in? Or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Do you know, is that a manta ray in Florida?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
There's what, double rays, manta ray? Because the manta ray's the big one, right? The manta ray's the biggest.
Well, the manas have the big. When you think mana, think hook front. So
those
where their
two big
heads
things,
are,
yeah.
Which is different than a sting, which is more looks like a spade, I guess, as far as the head goes.
Yeah.
So
manta ray, double ray, stingray.
I think that's all the rays. My neighbor Ray.
Yeah.
I got an Uncle Ray.
Yeah.
There's a guy that races an IndyCar named Stingray Rob.
Stingray Rob.
And that guy.
and him. Yeah.
That's his real name.
Wait, his real name is Stingray?
I'm pretty sure his parents named him Stingray Rob.
Dude, you have to grow up
He's
to be
involved
cool.
in racing.
I know, but you
Anybody
have
in
to
racing,
be cool.
anybody in racing it's a weird world.
But he actually had the name. It's one thing if you change it. Like, there was Evel Knievel. His name was Robert Knievel. If his parents had actually named him Evil, like, dude, you got to be cool. You can't be cool.
That's his real name, dude.
Damn, Stingray. That'd be fun.
He's from Boise.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, known for their waterfronts.
I just know every time I watch a race, if somebody's sitting there with me, they just start dying laughing. They're like, come on. Like, no, that's Stingray Rob.
That's
his
Stingray.
name.
Stingray Rob. Hello, Mitch. Welcome to the men's room.
Weed and sluts, gentlemen. Weed and sluts.
Hola.
So, when you walk around your house in your socks, you get some gunk stuck on the bottom of your sock, and you go to brush it off on the back of your calf?
I know what you're talking about, sure.
Yeah, I broke a weed pipe in my bedroom, didn't clean up all the glass real good, thought I had some garbage on the bottom of my foot, went and rubbed it off against my calf, and I shoved a jagged piece of resin-covered glass into my leg. So that wasn't even the kicker. I put a Band-Aid over it. It stopped bleeding. I decided to go to the mall with my buddy, and there I am standing in the buckle, and she bursts open and just starts gushing blood.
Oh, that's a good look for the public, for sure.
Oh, they were loving it. My shoe filled up to the top and was overflowing with blood. So,
good times.
Needless to say, I make sure I clean up all the glass now.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Okay. Always a good idea when there's glass. Now I'll do it.
What did you step on? What did you step in, or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Kate. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So I was probably 16, 17 years old, and I was at home and barefoot, and I needed to get something out of my car. But we had a really kind of like long gravel driveway, so I wasn't going to go out there barefoot. So I'm at the door, and I'm looking around, and I see my dad's work boots, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So I slip my feet into his work boots, and, of course, they're super huge, so I'm just kind of like stomping all over the place. And I'm on the sidewalk now, and I have my foot raised, and as I'm bringing it down mid-step, something rolls under my foot. But it's too late for me to stop the action. So it goes all the way down, and it turns out it was a mouse. And I popped it like a cherry tomato.
Oh, God. Jesus, woman.
So I think it was freshly dead because it didn't squirm beforehand. But yeah, that was traumatic. It was traumatic.
You think it was already dead?
I do, because I feel like as soon as I had put my foot in the boot, if it was alive, it would have been like freaking out.
Okay, that's fair. Now let me ask you: Rusty Nail or Papa Mouse?
I think Rusty Nail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right there with you, man.
This is what my uncle did.
What is that? Is that a nail?
That's what happens when you step on a sea urchin.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's
brutal. It's worse. So he and my dad are sailing, and there was a state park off the coast of Florida, Clearwater, Dunedin area, St. Pete Beach, called Caladaisy Island. Now, right beside Caladaisy Island, which was a beautiful beach, probably one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to in my life, to be honest with you. There's a little island beside that was the nude island.
Okay.
They were both state parks, but one was understood. Look, if you want to go there and be naked, you can.
Sure.
And everyone knows. So there's no excuses. You know, like you can't be like, oh my God, I'm so offended. No, that's fine. You go to Caladaisy if you want to keep your clothes on. Well, you go past this island when you're trying. The only way you can get to them, obviously, is by boat. So they're sailing out there. And as my dad describes it, they're going by the nude island, and there is a woman walking down the beach with, as he says, the biggest bazongas he's ever seen.
Is that a quote?
Yes, the biggest bazongas he's ever seen.
Bazongas.
So my uncle kind of like...
Is it, Mike, isn't that what they said on... or bazinga?
Bazinga, yeah.
Bongos, whatever you want to call them. So...
Bongos?
My uncle jumps...
Whatever you want to call them.
Oh, hey, look at the bongos on this one.
You ever played them? Yeah. He jumps off this sailboat. It was a Hobie craft. So he was going to bring it up on shore anyway. They could have easily just coasted right on the beach. It's a pontoon boat, right? So, but no, not my uncle. He wants to get out there in a hurry. So he gets up on one of the pontoons and jumps off the boat. And
because of this woman's breast.
That is correct.
Bongos.
He wanted to get on the beach.
Her bazongas.
Oh, by the way, also, I think he took all his clothes off before he jumped in.
All right, so he got dead naked.
He's getting ready. He wants to be part of the action, right? So he jumps off, and his foot lands directly on a sea urchin.
Oh.
And I
mean, it's in the shape of a sea urchin.
No, I mean,
like, looking at this picture,
it's just absolute. What did you step on? What did you step in, or what did you step through? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Richard. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So I was 14 years old, living up in the mountains, and Mom, stepdad let me drink and smoke pot with them, and well, we had a little bonfire, and I didn't know that the hole was as deep as it was. And you know, when you're drunk, you're like, "Hey, what's this?" And I said, "It's trying to walk across coals, hot coals." And my foot went down to my ankle into the coals.
Ooh. God.
That's not walking.
Not good.
No.
Jesus. Okay.
What is the secret to crossing hot coals other than not doing it?
Well,
I mean, people do it, and I'm like, that's cool that you can do it. I have zero interest in even trying.
No.
I mean, it's got to be a mind over matter thing, but it's also a flat ground of them, and it's not that far.
All right.
Like, he basically just put his foot in a fire.
Yeah. I've done that. I mean, not like that. I have been at a campfire when I was in Boy Scouts where we all had our feet in the fire. And you don't realize that your shoes are melting until they get way close to the feet. They can melt for an hour, and you would have no idea they're melting underneath you until they get to the point where your foot is.
Especially if it's like
oh my God.
Those bricks are getting so hot.
Yep.
Dude, I have a buddy. He did it just on like a solo stove. But same thing, just sitting there drinking, not paying attention. And by the time he went to get up, the bottom of his shoes were melting.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, it happens all the time, but Jesus.
The best song from 10 rock bands coming up. We'll sit and spin on the way at 4:30, and we've got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Life offers us choices. When shopping for a luxury SUV, you should have the same benefit. The 2025 Lincoln Corsair SUV offers a traditional gas powertrain and the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring model. The spirit of choice continues with several available features to leave you reinvigorated, including perfect position massaging front seats, the jet appearance package, panoramic vista roof, and more. With an impressive list of both standard and available features, the right choice becomes clear. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here on such short notice. This place isn't bugged, is it?
Bugged? Wait, Jamie, what's going on?
It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah?
That's all I paid for it.
I think I need to get back to you on that.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I do now.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you've always wanted, plus America's best warranty at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. The guilt is real, but so is the savings.
Listen, I don't want to get in your business, but if that's all she paid for it, I'll have what she's having.
It's a great day for a new Hyundai at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on now. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The school year is beginning, but don't settle for basic tissues when it comes to managing all the messes that come with it. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up against runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This school year, make sure to get the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Men's Room 20th anniversary party going down Saturday, September the 6th. We'll see you, Black Raven Brewery. 3 bands live on stage. 20 years we've been here. We are going to throw down and have a party. Tickets are on sale now, KISW.com. Basically, that $20, it just pays for your pint glass that you get, first beer, koozie.
Yes,
that kind of
tab.
Then you can hang out with us. We have a few announcements that we will be making.
We do have some announcements that we're excited about. We have a fashion show.
We do.
If you will. Yeah. All that stuff coming up, man.
Had 20 years of stuff to go over. So we've got
20 years of stuff.
20 years of stuff. Nice little party going on.
That's going to be an awesome day.
Yeah, from 1 until 6, as you mentioned earlier, Ted, there's a UW football game that night.
Right, later that night. And I want to say, I looked it up. I don't think the Cougs play until like 7:45. The Huskies are on at 8, so
I like that you did the recon on that, and I truly appreciate that.
Yeah.
You don't have any excuse with that.
Right, exactly.
KISW.com. Join us for the new originals. Maybe farewell show. You never know. Maybe they never play again. Stone Never Green Travelers
they pay us, man.
and the Outshined Trio, the tribute to Soundgarden.
At this point, we don't like each other.
Well.
It's all about the money. It's straight up about the contract.
We haven't.
You don't know when members are going to be in the band or not.
It's like Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's a lot of members, and you're never quite sure which ones will be there.
We're paying them in beer. That's right. All right, let's see here. Do we have time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com?
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Few on what I stepped in. Oh, let's get to this one first. The purpose of a slug.
The purpose of a slug.
Fellas, slugs play several important roles in the environment. They act as decomposers. They break down dead plants and animals. They serve as a food source for various predators, contributing to the overall balance of the ecosystem. So they are the cleanup crew and also food. Pandas, on the other hand, they are the gardener for bamboo forest. They help spread the seeds. And just adorably
Because
clumsy.
bamboo struggles to grow.
That from Alicia.
No, Alicia.
Yeah, seriously.
Look, good info on the sludge. I'll take that. I will take that. I'm glad I know the pandas. Again, I like them as much as anyone, but just as an adult, I say they truly serve no purpose other than our amusement. There's nothing else they do.
Yeah. As far as what just stepped in, back when smoking was cool, Dad threw a cigarette in the driveway, and I stepped on it with my bare feet. It stuck into my arch. Dad felt horrible. That from Bob. Here's a good one. Oh, guys, years ago, backpacking a night out on the coast, I see a pack of coyotes flanking me from the woods.
Cool.
I could see their eyes glowing in my headlamp. So I pick up some speed and hop onto a big piece of
real high.
I was like, you did meth?
Yeah. So I pick up the speed and hop on a big driftwood log to get taller and to yell at the coyotes. Instead, what I stepped on was a dead sea lion, at which point flies took off and filled my mouth and nose. Almost threw up and slipped on the bloated sea lion and somehow kept my balance. Kept on going. Thank God for walking sticks. That from the lone hippie.
Lone hippie, I think the coyote set you up like, hey, man, you think we can get this guy to step in the sea lion? Sea lion? Yeah.
Jesus.
He looks dumb.
Okay, I got a couple of, we have one birthday request. Birthdays, by the way, brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Hola, Bacholas. It's that time of the year again for my good friend Zach's 37th trip around the sun. So, can you get some advice from Coach Ted? All you guys on his fantasy football picks for this year. And Coach Ted telling him how he could cope with his disappointing defeat after coming in last place. And if there's time, maybe you guys could talk all to each other about your favorite butt rock bands. Thanks, guys. You rock. That from Elliot. Let's see here. There we You know, I didn't do that.
All right, fantasy football. Not gonna lie to you, coach doesn't play it a lot these days, but simple choices you can make. Jamar Chase gonna score touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, right? You get a little later in that. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. There's so many good wide receivers right now. Just look at the top 10 list. Get those guys.
I will also say this. My son has been doing heavy research into fantasy football, and I know this because he tells me everything he's learned. Before he takes Saquon, take Bijan. He's going to get you more points. My son is convinced of this. Trust me. He had it all broken down. He went with the stuff from last year, the Brett they project this year. So his secret weapon is Bijan Phillips, I believe.
All right.
He said everyone's going to go Saquon. He goes, that's cool. I think he picks third or fourth in his draft. He's like, no one's going to grab Bijan. He's like, I'm going to kill him. And I started going through his stats, man. He ain't wrong. He is not wrong. You break down what his plan is, I think he's going to dominate his league. He is deep in it.
Yeah, get a good defense, too.
Yes.
So basically, anybody besides Cincinnati's.
Well, yeah, you're not
They
wrong.
were awful.
And they will continue to be.
You got to go out partying. Why? Because yet again, you suck at fantasy football. Everybody knows it. So what Coach Ted tell you to do? Get some drugs, get some booze. And just remember, nobody's more disappointed in you than the rest of the guys in your league. Put in some effort, dude.
Yeah, really. Favorite butt rock band? I'm trying to think here. What is my
What are we
favorite
counting as
You know what,
butt
man?
rock?
Butt rock. Let's talk about stuff like mine. Kansas is absolutely awesome, but no one's going to give him enough credit to hear something like
probably
Wayward
Y&T.
Son Dude is really good. And I
Y&T.
knew you would
That's
say
right,
Y&T. Somehow I knew that.
Yes, here we go. All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Well, we'll have a couple extra emails. The subject, Gozanko's chocolates.
Ew.
Oh, guys, I finally got to try your truffles. They were so good.
Nice.
Will they be at the 20th anniversary party?
I
That from
desperately
our friend,
hope
the Bridget
so.
Midget. You know, we
That's
actually
a good call.
Dude, those things, and I'm like, those things are so good. And they brought us an ton of them, right? Like more than we could just eat here. So I grabbed a bunch, took them home. Before I went home, I stopped at the watering hole, Ted. And so I offered a few to people I know. And they're like, no, you don't have to. I said, no, listen to me. Just try one. The reaction I got from everyone, they're like, "Oh my God!" Like those.
It's the best. It's the.
I've never had anything that good.
They buy the highest grade chocolate in the world,
and you can tell.
You don't know chocolate. I mean, now I know what chocolate tastes like. How's that?
Yeah, honestly, I left a bunch at the bar for people, and our the bigger of the two, as it were. She was like, dude, they were gone in like 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And for about 2 weeks after that, people kept asking me if I was bringing them in, and I'm like, I'm not the Pied Piper of the chocolates, man. I happen to have a few that day. I was being nice. I'm not bringing them back in.
Dude, my buddy's married to a French woman, right? Mm-hmm. She's from the Lyon, the best food in France. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. So her only vice is maybe sugar.
All right.
I took those over there, and basically she was like, they're staying. She was like, you leave these here. And I was like, oh, okay.
All right, fair.
Understood. They are. That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
That's how good those chocolates
I
are.
needed someone to do that to me. Because I went through that box in about a week.
They're so good.
I tried to get them back. She was just like, no. Or I was, no.
She just kept them.
Yeah, because she was like, you guys come to my house all the time.
You always eat my food.
Right, you hang out with my
I'm eating these.
I'm keeping these. They're that good.
So
I was like, all right, fair.
We did check with Castle, but we got to keep beating them down on that one.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we remember to get those things in. Because they are absolutely fantastic. All right, coming up here at, oh, by the way, we don't even talk about what these are. These truffles, okay, what he did was he took them and he filled them with a combination of stuff, including the men's room IPA from Black Raven. So that's why we want them at the party.
Yes, and actually, whether he used our beer or not, I want them to show up at the party.
Oh, dude. The ones from Coco Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That porter.
Yeah.
Man. So they take all the Black Raven, different varieties of beers. There was like one that was kind of like the more lemony one from the Pilsner.
Oh, yeah, that lime Pilsner.
Yeah. So they have different flavor profiles depending on the beer.
That made that chocolate awesome, too. I just remember eating that.
Yeah, so it's just like, man. But the men's room IPA one was great. If I were to go buy them, buy any of them because they're all good. It just depends on what kind of flavor you like.
Yeah, honestly.
But the men's room IPA was fantastic. So that's what that was. Okay, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. But first, all right, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Thank you, Miles.
I'm on it.
A school in Pennsylvania managed to cut costs for the school by 3D printing violins for their students to use in music class.
Nice.
Wow. Right?
That's cool.
I like
great.
it.
Yeah, man.
It's going to change the game, man.
It does. I mean, if you can save the money on that.
No kidding.
Now you kids have to come up with some other reason for me to buy that candy bar.
Right. What they 3D print you some new jerseys.
Yeah, there you go.
Get
or
it
at
out
least
there.
new helmets.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Would that work? Wouldn't that just
We
destroy
will
the
find
helmet?
out.
Oh, God.
No, I don't know. I guess it depends on the material. If you could make a violin, an operational violin,
Well,
I would
sure.
think you could do a
I
helmet.
mean, when you think about it, violins are just resonating chambers. You just need the strings.
You need the string, but it has to be all the correct proportions, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
and the right material.
True enough.
So my point is, if you can find the right material for a violin where it doesn't, well, that it still sounds like a violin, I think you could probably 3D print a helmet.
I like having that idea though, because getting into music was one of the most fun things that I did growing up, and music's expensive.
It is
Instruments
very
are
expensive.
very expensive.
That's why parents rent a lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and then you think about the first instrument that we all got to play, the recorder. It's this cheap crap, the
Why?
cheap plastic piece of crap.
God, it's the worst instrument ever.
Right. But
It's
then
so shrill and
but
awful.
you have fun doing it. Yeah.
Do you?
New research suggests that doctors may quickly become dependent on AI. Didn't I just have this study not terribly long
did.
ago that they're starting to, get wrong information because
Well,
they're-
here's the thing. If you're not a surgeon, right, in which case you have to have some idea what the hell you're doing.
Sure.
If a doctor relies on AI, wouldn't anybody be able to be a doctor?
Yeah, if you're giving medical advice, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're a surgeon, I get it, right? That's kind of a hands-on thing. But, like, if you're just going to AI to be a doctor, then...
Hopefully it's just like a quick reference guide situation so you don't
I
have to pour through
understand
the
that.
medical books
Like
or something
Google,
like that.
something
Maybe
like
you've
that.
got an AI assistant that's, telling all of your patients that don't worry, your email means a lot to us.
Maybe that's what... Because you're right, the headlines are always a little misleading.
Sure.
A little more clickbaity
The
that
doctors
way.
are just doing nothing but AI work.
right.
Unlikely. The Webb telescope has discovered a new moon.
Around...
What planet?
You know it.
Jupiter.
Uranus.
Ted got it, yeah.
Jupiter was a good call, though, Miles.
But where's the best place
They got like
for
9
space
million
news?
moons.
They really do.
They probably haven't found them all yet.
At that point, it's just a giant ring around
They
Jupiter.
don't need any more.
Are we the only planet that makes our moon feel special?
Well,
We
because
might be.
there's no other people that live on those planets to make their moons feel
But
special.
I'm saying there's always multiples.
Yeah.
Are we the only one with one?
I believe so.
See?
Mars has
moon,
2.
we're committed to you.
That's right.
That's true. It's like we have the moon, not
We're-
a moon. That is the moon.
We're monogamous.
Actually, oh wow, wow! I'm gonna give you one of these.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, technically, Pluto only has one, but it's a dwarf planet.
Yeah,
So
it's
it doesn't
not a real
count anymore.
planet.
Yeah,
We're the only real planet with a real relationship with our moon.
Yeah.
I think that's why they demoted Pluto. Like, wait a minute, man, we're the only planet. Pluto, you're not a planet anymore.
Yeah. I still hate that.
What?
the declassification of Pluto as a doggone
It
planet.
really did upset people. I'm like, Pluto has no feelings about this.
I know, but I do about Pluto.
I'm right there with you. It
I grew
annoyed
up
me.
knowing Pluto as a planet, and now all of a sudden they're like, no. Like, you don't get to, no,
There's
me.
9 planets. And they're like, well, now there's 8. And then they say, well, we're looking for this 9th planet. I'm like, well, it's there.
He was right there.
You're looking for a 10th one.
There's like a term in the military if you get in trouble and they like take rank away from you.
Yeah. Oh,
like a
yeah,
C
yeah.
whatever. It's like Pluto. They were like, you're no longer an officer.
Yeah, basically.
We saw what you did in the bar last night. You're no longer a planet.
And just because you put that little heart on the side, yeah whatever.
Well, welcome to the solar system, Private.
Private Pluto.
Take them chevrons off, boy. All right, put your thinking caps on. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. It's an E word, which is a mild or pleasant word or phrase that is used instead of one that is unpleasant or offensive. An E word, which is a mild or pleasant word or phrase that is used instead of one that is unpleasant or offensive. It's an alternative word or phrase.
Euphemism.
Euphemism. A good
That's
guess.
not bad.
Mr. Hill. Miles, you anywhere close?
Just trying to think. It's not eloquence.
No, I got nothing.
Nothing? Well, nobody needs anything because Ted Smith, you got
Let's
it.
go!
Very
nice.
Well done, sir. Nailed it.
Like we use a lot in radio.
Yes, we do.
Because the FCC won't let you, like body part. We can't just call it what normal people call it. FCC wants us to make it weird.
Right.
So it's like my bacon torpedo, right? Because you can't say the D word,
why we
which
have
is
to-
ridiculous.
That's why we have to say testicles.
Mossy Cottage, right? Like you think
Gummy
that's-
Cave.
right?
Gummy cave.
Look at the
People just-
bongos on that one.
Really?
You ever seen anybody play the bongos and not be happy? Always smiling, right?
Yeah, having a good time.
Them and the steel drum guy.
That's right.
But even then, some euphemisms can get you into trouble, Steve. Just don't insinuate that it cuts anything.
Yeah, man, I found that out, and instead of someone's ass, I said a tea cutter. All right?
Yeah, I remember.
And yeah, the boss is like, and he was one of those guys. Did you say tea cutter on there? I said, well, yeah, man, I just thought it was funny. He's like, well, you can't say that. I said, I can say
Is that
ass.
all, boss? The way that you're talking,
No,
was it him?
this
Okay.
was the old boss's boss.
Okay,
and I'm
gotcha.
like, I can say ass, but I can't say tea cutter. And he said, look, I don't understand the rules. So I said, okay. So the next day on the air, I talked about a log chopper.
The average American renter is now staying in the same home for an average of 4 years.
I can believe it. Because every time you move, you pay more.
Yeah.
That's right. Unless, you get kicked out of your place that you're in. Fun. BuzzFeed recently released a list of opening lines people have had to endure on dating sites.
Oh, boy.
So it's time to educate the people.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 or more of the worst opening lines to use on dating apps. Now, I don't know if you know, but I met my future ex-wife on a dating app myself. Yes, sirree. She was a few years my senior, but I thought she had a few good miles left on her. Now, that's been nearly 2 decades ago, so I don't know exactly how I wooed her into my stabbing cabin, but I bet it went a little something like this. Check this out, ladies. Well, hello there, little lady. You look as fine as strawberry wine. I sure would be tickled pink if you'd do me the honor of joining me for a picnic in the park. I hope you like sweet corn, because I can't wait for you to help shuck mine.
Dear God. Okay.
And you got married.
Yeah.
It works.
Hey, you know what? If it works for you, it
Repeat
works.
that line.
That's right. So the worst opening lines to use on dating apps.
I like your shirt. Can't wait to see what it looks like on the floor in the morning.
Yeah. There you go. So they start short and simple. They say, honestly, don't start with a hey or a hi. Sending a grand total of 2 or 3 letters to your match does not tend to spell happily ever after.
Does that include sup?
Yes, I believe so. As an opening message, a simple hello is generic laziness that screams, I'm copy-pasting this to everyone and can't be bothered making an effort with you.
What's jiggling, mama?
And that's according to a clinical psychologist and founder of Heartbreaks and Retakes, which provides counseling for women navigating the end of a relationship.
Hey, girl.
And that's it.
And I've heard that before, I passed over this guy because he said hi or hey. And you're right. It's very lackluster. It doesn't do much. However, not every guy's that incredibly clever to open with a great opening liner. And guess what? They can just as easily copy and paste that to the next chick, too.
I don't trust them.
No.
I don't trust anyone who's that smooth. Like,
Yeah. You've been here for a while.
Right.
You know? So,
But also, I mean, it's tougher because with dating apps, it's turned into a big number game.
Sure.
So, I mean, I don't know. I know people that go on dates all the time. It's like, I don't think they have an original line for every one.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going, like, if I'm just going to meet somebody for coffee, like, that's when I'll try to impress them. But, like, I don't know.
Right. It's a Friday night. I'm
right. If we're going on a lunch date, we're feeling each other out there.
Exactly. Right. And that's what it's opening communication. Get over it, doggone it. Opening with, you're hot. Really? That's not recommended. This message and its equally common grammatically incorrect cousin, you're so hot, reduces someone to their appearance and suggests you're only after one thing, you think? It's very objectifying and inappropriate for a first message. It shows no respect. If your intention is a long-term relationship or even marriage, then that's not the best approach. But
don't you think it's terrifying if you say, hey, I'm thinking long-term or marriage? Like, we don't know each other.
Correct.
Like, I think that's a game time decision based on your relationship.
Right.
If you walked up to me and said, what do you think about marriage? Like, with you, never.
Right.
Because you're obviously insane.
I am of the mind that if you jump into the dating game, yes, you should be looking for the long term. However, I also understand that Tinder exists for a reason. That's right.
Wouldn't it be cool though if you met someone that wasn't?
What's that?
I just want to hang out.
That's what Tinder is, Miles.
That's it. That's all.
That's right.
Just hang out.
I just need somebody to sit on the couch with me this weekend.
You go to a movie, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't have to get married, don't.
You bet.
Doesn't have to be like a relationship. If you want to go somebody night tomorrow night, go ahead.
Yeah. It's a hookup
That's
site.
all. I don't even mean you have to hook up. You just go out every once in a while.
Well, you know, you just
hang out.
you hook it up is all.
You can rent a car.
Yeah.
Or you can buy one.
There you go.
You know.
You can lease to buy.
Yeah, you can lease to buy. You can lease to own.
There you go.
Maybe it's so
Lease
good you
to
don't
own.
buy. Yeah.
I like her. Think about leasing to buy.
I'm going to own you.
Jeez, a whiz. They don't even give an example of this one. It just says redacted overly sexual innuendo. Skip the overtly sexual or physical... Oh, shoot. What just happened here? Skip the overtly sexual or physical message. There's a high likelihood that it won't go over well. That's true even if you're just looking for a hookup. Quote, when you open that way, especially if it's a man messaging a woman, for a lot of women, it's an immediate turnoff. It creates safety issues for people, and it's non-consensual, like, I haven't considered you saying this nasty thing to me.
You mind if I dock my boat in your slip? Is it safe harbor?
Mind if I bring the ship to port?
What are we from the 1700s? Hello, madam.
Hello.
Mind if I put up my mask?
Will you wave the white flag of surrender? Yes. I mean from betwixt your slip.
As I prepare to board your ship.
If she's cool with that, she's a keeper.
Hell yeah.
Yes. You just got to take her to Renaissance fairs.
I'm sorry, it's the same. It's the same thing as just sending an unsolicited D-pic. I defy you to show me the woman that gets an unsolicited, overtly sexual message or D-pic that's like, shoot, got to try that.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Generally, you're right. But I don't know. After last weekend, I think I might have met one.
I mean, dang, the presentation's fantastic.
Part of it, like, look, man, don't be confused about the situation. I'm asking you because I want to have sex with you.
Sure.
And I hope that we also really, really get along.
Right.
Yeah.
But the reason I swiped on your picture is because I said, man, she looks intelligent and thoughtful and insightful.
Right.
I swiped because I thought you're hot. I want to get up in the guts. What is it? I mean, is this a mystery to anyone, right? And look, if we get along, cool.
I want to mix
that
the batter in your bowl.
Fantastic. Right. If someone hits on you at a bar, it's not like, you know what? I've been overhearing you talk, and you just see... It's like, no, I think you're hot. I want to get some, man.
That forces people to make really weird comments like, I really would just like to get to know you on a different level.
I'm going to get out of my face.
Right. What the hell are you doing here?
You need to be here because you want to have sex, dummy.
Right.
And then if we get along, that is awesome.
Yeah.
You can have more sex.
I like this one. These are things to not say as an opening for dating apps. I don't really date brunettes, but you're hot.
Damn. Wow. Wow.
You're not my
I
usual
don't
flavor.
date guys that are fat with a dad bod, but you're all right. Sorry. That's what I got.
There's a curious trend experts have noticed on dating apps. They call it negging, or sending backhanded compliments or even straight-up insults designed to make the recipient seek validation. Telling somebody that they're not usually your type comes across as though you're suggesting they should be grateful you're doing them a favor of giving them a chance.
I would just like to say, I'd like to meet you in person because there's no chance you're as ugly in real life as your picture.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Or when it's been years, somebody was like, yeah, I just thought I wanted something different. You want to go out? You're like, no. It's a backhanded compliment.
No kidding.
Yeah.
If you want to try something different, I highly encourage it. However, don't let them know.
Yeah.
I want to see what this is about.
Right.
All right. Let's see what the redheads do. What are you doing right now? That's just a stupid damn question. You wouldn't walk up to a stranger at a bar and greet them by asking them what they're doing. So don't do it online either. These people are people who aren't taking dating very seriously. What should I say if you're on the receiving end? Keep it short. I like to be like, why? What about me is encouraging you to send this message? Let me just send equally stupid questions to you so you can really hammer home how dumb this is. It's fun. And then I'll leave you with this last and final thing that you shouldn't open a dating app communication with.
My stuff itches.
Can you scratch it?
Help me.
Let me see them nails.
Why are you on here?
Oh, damn.
It's a dating app.
Yeah. Why are you on here?
Why do you think they're on here? There's no point in asking a potential match why they're single. It's like, why are you single? Is it because you're asking?
That's a good point. Why are you single?
The question. There's no substance to it. It's not going to elicit some kind of meaningful, self-aware disclosure, especially in an introduction. Plus, it puts someone immediately on defense because it's kind of judgy. Why are you here? You're way too hot to be single.
There must be something wrong with you.
You must be crazy.
Yeah.
But then there's other people that'll jump on dating sites and they're watering it down by saying, I'm not here for relationships. I'm just here to make friends. Like, go find
Why
a different
on a
spot.
dating site, dumbass?
Right.
Correct. You should try a concert.
Exactly.
Go out.
Go to a place that
Join
you like to
a
go.
club.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you meet friends, not on a dating app.
You know what, ladies? If anyone ever says that to you, say, oh, that's too bad because I was going to hook you up. I bet you they changed their tune in their next message. I will have sex.
I will say, in women's defense, that's much worse on their side.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you just, like, people might be like, oh, you're still single. But I feel like women, especially, like, if they're, like, in your early 40s and still, like, what's wrong with her? It's
How
like,
have you
I
not
don't know,
figured
she's
it
just-
out?
Maybe she just never found the right guy.
Or she might want to be single.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
You're right. I almost just made it worse. She just never found her dude.
This
I'm
little
trying
bitch.
to help women, and I am not.
I mean, I can see what's wrong with you, but who can?
Jesus.
A man in Florida wouldn't stop making calls to the police, and that managed to get him into trouble, Miles.
Why is that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is. As usual, we head to the drink desk. And Steve, the Thrill Hill, to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast WTOC 11, the CBS affiliate in Savannah, Georgia. But we toast them in honor of one Dale Darling. Now, Dale was a listener of ours, but sadly, he passed away a week ago today on August 12th. Now, he was a bartender in Shelton for over 3 decades, and as they call him, a pillar of Lake Limerick's Blarney Room. And he was also a fan of our show. And if that's the case, then I'm betting that Dale would appreciate this one because it is elegant in its simplicity. And like I said, we're toasting WTOC 11 in Savannah. They carry the Atlanta Falcons, quarterbacked by Washington alum Michael Penix Jr. I know that, you know that, but WTOC 11 almost knows that. On a recent broadcast, they had a caption under his image as he was giving a press conference, speaking to the microphone, and you read the bottom of the screen. It said Michael Penis Jr.
Oh, no.
Smaller than Dad's?
Oh, yeah. Michael Penis Jr.
He's got giant hands.
He does. Yeah. Brother's like, it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm all right with that.
Fine with me.
Me, E.T., and Arsenio Hall. All right, so let's drink. We pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
Don't use autocorrect. So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This now. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown. touchdown!
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The school year is beginning, but don't settle for basic tissues when it comes to managing all the messes that come with it. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up against runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This school year, make sure to get the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim! This is incredible!
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go! This time for real!
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown!
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen, throw hooks to please everyone how Profile This is played.
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Tim. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Tim, you understand how this here game is played?
I believe so.
All right, well, here is a rundown. Today, we're going to offer you one of 3 categories. We have interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence. And finally, license to spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess. Spill.
Let's go with the second option.
Second option is seriously.
I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
You want a speakerphone or something? Bluetooth or Bluetooth, Tim?
Yeah, speakerphone.
Yeah, take that off.
Survey says.
Then take it off. Don't speakerphone. Echo. Tim, can you take it off speakerphone?
Duran.
There we go.
Okay.
Tim, are you there? Hello, Tim. This is proven to be much more difficult than it needs to be. Tim, are you there?
Yeah.
All right.
There he is.
Wow. Tim, here is your story. In the category of seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to extreme violence. Cell phone video captured a Florida McDonald's employee defending herself against a customer who attacked her in a dispute over something stupid. Now, the incident took place in the evening after a verbal argument. And video shows the customer, identified as Daniel Taylor, yelling at the employee, one Yasmin James, before reaching over the counter and grabbing her by the shirt and pulling her towards him. The employee then grabs Taylor's shirt collar and starts hitting him. Now, two other employees then intervene, with one pulling the suspect away from the counter. Following the altercation, Taylor can be heard saying that he wants James fired, with James shouting back that he would be going to jail. Now, Taylor is also heard claiming that he was just trying to ask her a question, while the suspect continued to yell at the McDonald's employee and was asked to leave by the manager. But on his way out, the suspect then kicked another employee standing near the exit door. That would be one Tatiana Bell, kicked her in the stomach.
What did she have to do with it?
Nothing. He's just mad and stupid. Well, another customer who took the video of the incident said that the incident began after the suspect went to the counter bar and could not find something, which led to the altercation. So police said that after starting their investigation, they were able to find and take Taylor into custody when officers responded to a report of an unarmed robbery, and they recognized him from the video. He faces 2 charges of simple battery. The question is, what led to this entire confrontation? What was he looking for that he could not find at the condiment bar? Was it mustard? Was it tartar sauce? Was it straws, or was it napkins? So mustard, tartar sauce, straws, or napkins. He wanted one of those things, could not find them, and ended up getting himself arrested because it's that important.
Do you specifically have a mustard? Is it like honey mustard, hot mustard?
I do not know.
Okay.
It could have been any one of those.
McDonald's does not have regular yellow mustard that much, do they? You ever seen a packet?
Just on their burger.
I think they just put it on the burger, right?
They're just a regular hamburger or cheeseburger.
Correct.
Or, I'm going to go mustard because of that. Like, mustard? Tartar sauce they should have. You just have to ask for it. See, there's the thing. They have it. It's in the back of the fish sandwich. I think this guy wanted tartar sauce for his fries.
I think it's just as simple as a straw, dude.
A straw?
You want straw?
Well, if I get takeout or fast food and there's no straw, I don't know why I get upset.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Tim, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go with the tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. All right, join me. Okay, what did this guy get mad about after asking a question? Was it about mustard, tartar sauce, straws, or napkins? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Seriously, as category on profile this, Florida McDonald's things got a little weird. A guy went over the counter and tried to argue with the woman behind it. I guess it was all about a condiment.
Correct. Well,
Either
the condiment
find
bar,
or whatever the deal was. So the question is, what is the condiment that that got everybody all fired up here? Mustard, tartar sauce, could it be straws or napkins?
And that is the very question we posed to Tim, who has either since hung up or got disconnected, being that he had phone issues. We don't know. But Tim, he went along with Miles Montgomery. You went with the old tartar sauce.
No, it's not tartar.
Not tartar. Ted, you went with straw, saying when you get a drink and don't have a straw, it makes you angry.
Yes.
You're not alone.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know. And
over the counter.
Like Miles is one of those people that takes the top off his soda for fast food and drinks it. If I have to do that, I'm pissed. It just drives me up a wall. At a restaurant, I don't give it two thoughts. I don't need a straw. I'm a grown-up. No. But fast food, if it has a top, I need a straw, or it's got to be a coffee thing where there's a place for me to sit.
Hole. Yeah.
A sipping hole, man.
A sipping hole.
Sipping hole. Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
Oops, hang on. I totally got this.
Yep.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right. If you watch a lot of sports like I do, and I think, Miles, you'll back me up on this. Being a play-by-play guy or a color commentator for sports, they do it for every sport. I think baseball, because of the amount of dead time, you know what I mean? It's a slower game. Great job by baseball. They've sped it up. But there's a lot more time to have conversations and everything than there is other ones. Like the guys that used to do the Braves games, right? You had WGN.
Right.
And then you had TBS, which was the other superstation. But those guys were good to the point of you wouldn't mind watching Braves game because they were kind of entertaining. So John Kruk, famous Philadelphia Philly.
Oh, yeah.
Miles would know him. He's from West Virginia. And the guy's kind of a legend for just being like a nice...
Honest
and a cool guy.
Likes beer, yeah.
Correct. I believe only has one testicle.
He lost a testicle from a line drive.
Yeah. I met a guy yesterday who lost a testicle playing baseball, and I said, so did John Kruk. I don't know if it made him feel any better.
I wonder if it was like a club, you know what I mean? A club of dudes play baseball, lost testicle.
And I told him the whole story. You remember Mitch Williams? And after a while, there's only three of us in here. I don't need to tell him. He's already down one. So, anyhow, John Kruk was calling a game and asked a very deep question.
The person who invented the clock.
Yeah. Which one, the digital or the hand?
The first clock ever.
Okay.
How did that person know what time it was?
There is that sundial they might have used.
Is that accurate, though?
Oh, I guess it's as accurate as it can be. So when you were contemplating the clock thing, did you come up with any answers yourself?
No, I thought I'd ask you.
I would think sundial.
I don't know.
Right. Well, technically, you can start the date anytime.
You could, right? But
you can start at noon.
He's right. I'm just so used to looking at a watch or how clocks look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good in the afternoon, depending on the time of year. I can look at the sun and go, all right, it's got to be about this time.
Yeah, you know roughly what time, sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I heard that this morning. I was like, oh, Jesus, John, you got me stumped. I don't know. Or did you just inadvertently go, all right, day starts now. It seems like we're in the middle of the night.
There, fellas, yeah.
Right. And then with daylight savings and everything else, it seems like midnight does kind of work out as the middle of the night for most people, no matter how early or late you get up. I was up way too late last night as I took a late nap. But, when it's midnight and I'm starting a new show, I'm like, this is late.
Yeah, midnight's kind of I'll take myself to 2 in the morning if I'm really into it.
Correct.
I have gone as far as 3:30, and finally my wife's like, you need to go to bed. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, that's got to be one of those good series.
Yeah.
Speaking of series, I had watched Yellowstone,
mm-hmm.
and then, like I said, by the time I got to season 5, I kind of fell off or whatever.
Sure.
But the other night, I was spending the night at somebody else's house. So I'm just clicking, everybody's asleep. So I'm clicking around their TV, and it's like, oh, I got Yellowstone. Now, I didn't bother to look what episode it was. So it was the last episode ever.
Okay. All right.
Right? So I just Googled it. I guess, spoiler alert, I didn't realize people had died. There was a funeral. It was very emotional.
All right.
Like, I almost shed a tear, but I was like, I did like this show. Like I said, though, it had gotten ridiculous, and the way it even ends is even more crazy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the only thing you really feel bad, Dave, what were you saying?
About to say, is it one of those Shakespearean tragedies where just everything blows up at the end?
Yeah, I mean, it works out for a couple people. There's just
the two you didn't expect.
Yeah, and just like, like Breaking Bad kind of was getting a little ridiculous, but they did a good job of like wrapping it up. Yep. It's just like, there's just no way people can get away with this stuff. You know what I mean? You're like, this is, or kind of like Miles and I talk about with Weeds. The first, 3 seasons of Weeds.
Great.
Awesome. Great show. And then basically whenever she got in trouble, she would just sleep with whatever gangsters helping her out.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I will say, I will still, if you've never watched it, Yellowstone's a good show to watch. And it's one of those ones, especially you start the first couple of years, if you really get into it, you'll kind of plow through it and check it out.
All right.
I think this is probably a good call out of the BBC. Basically, they were supposed to have this documentary they had been working on. They just didn't air it, kind of out of respect to the family.
Okay.
Right? They had been working on it for a while. So people tuned in last night to look at it, but they said, well, respect to the family wishes to wait a bit longer before airing this very special film. And look, honestly, it's going to be about the whole family, but you can't cover somebody like Ozzy Osbourne and not have some of the downsides to it, right? I mean, the guy was a rock star, so there's going to be stuff in there. So it's like, yeah, I mean, what's it been, a month since he passed?
Has it been that long?
Right.
Yeah,
so
probably
like,
right around a month, yeah.
Probably not the wrong idea to be like, you know what, let's just table this a little bit longer, especially if the family, you know what I mean? And
look, man, it takes a long time to get over a passing of somebody you're close to.
Yeah, and the whole world keeps reminding you of it.
A month is, that's still fresh. That wound's still fresh.
Right, and Thurl brings up a great point. Like, as far as family goes, especially because of the success of the Osbournes, and then Kelly's been on a bunch of stuff. Jack had separate shows and everything. Like, there's very few families, I think, that we know that well, but there's 4 of them, and you know each one individually for whatever reason. Absolutely. Outside of just being either married or a child of Ozzy Osbourne. And you're right. I used to say this about breakups all the time. Like, if you're a super famous person, I can't imagine going online or tabloids. Like, you just go to the grocery store and there's a picture of you and your ex, and it's like, Ted was the worst.
Right, exactly.
She confesses. It's like, God, I just wanted some watermelon.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, right, like, there is obviously super downsides. And I think we're looking at that a little bit right now with Justin Bieber a little bit, right? He was so famous as a kid. It's like, you think the guy's got some struggles? Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
Britney Spears.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. And I feel bad. I did it again last night. It only been a half an hour since she had posted this dancing video. And I go, every time I like her dancing videos, I go, I don't know if I'm helping or hurting this poor woman. But I'm just like, and every time I'm surprised. Ooh, she's still hot.
Welcome back.
This is kind of an interesting list. It's about like biggest pop culture stars 40 years ago. 40 years ago. So 85.
Probably like Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
Not those guys, but like
Brett Peck, Michael Jackson. I'm trying to think.
So like Michael Jordan. Right? They said he just finished his rookie season. He was well on his way to becoming one of the best known athletes in the world.
Yes.
And this is coming off right. I think he hit the game winner in North Carolina the year before to win a national title. You're reminded how old it was because there's no 3-point line. Mm-hmm. Right. So he's already getting there. Pete Rose, he broke Ty Cobb's record of hits. This is pre-gambling and everything. This and that. I remember. The only reason I really remember is my dad was like, you got to come downstairs. It was like on national TV.
Yeah.
And you had to watch this game. But, Mike, here's what I remember as a kid. Like, it didn't fathom me how big this record was. But they pulled out a red convertible, and they gave it to him on the field during the game. Damn. Right? So as a kid, I was just like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what's going on. But the fact that he just gave a car.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't really fathom the difference between turf and grass as a child. It's like they're driving on the grass.
Yeah.
Right?
That was in Philly, right? He was a member of the Phillies when he did that.
Was he not back in Cincinnati?
Maybe. I know he went to Philly for a while.
Yeah.
I just can't remember the time frame. I'm like, did he retire of Philadelphia Philly?
I think he was back playing for the Reds.
You're right. He was a player manager.
Right. That's what he got caught.
Right.
That's
so
the whole
he
gambling
went
issue.
Back, then he was a player manager.
Right.
Right.
So when he was in Philly, he was just a player.
Right, and then his argument was always he didn't bet on those games, which again I've said I'll go blue in the face saying this, like whether he did or did not didn't matter. The Major League Baseball Hall of Fame has like 3 cardinal rules, and one of them is you cannot bet on baseball.
Yeah,
and he broke it. So that was in there. Chevy Chase was a monster star. 4 films released in '85, including Fletch and European Vacation.
Wow. That's a lot of movies for 1 year. I mean, they were released that year. So obviously they were filmed before. But
let's see. Joan Rivers. She had broken into the Boys Club of late night television, become the permanent guest host for Tonight Show when Johnny Carson was on vacation. And as they mentioned, sometimes her ratings would outdraw Johnny's.
Damn.
Yeah. I still wonder what happens if they give her that job.
It would have been huge. People
I think it
already
would have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still been a hard ceiling for women to break. When you look at late night TV, it's generally still just a guy's club.
It is, but the thing is, if she had done it, it might be different. And 2, like you said, her ratings were always solid. On occasion, without you, Johnny. But either way, I mean, instead they put in Leno. Like, congratulations.
Well, I do appreciate that Kimmel still sticks with the theory. Just because I'm gone doesn't mean the show can't go on.
Right.
And somebody can't come in there and, work a couple nights. Yeah. Because none of the other guys do that.
No, they don't.
Like if Seth is gone, it's just reruns.
Correct. Yeah, I like that Kimmel does that. And good for, he's a big enough dude. If he wants to take a whole summer off, take it off. Yeah. Right? Send in a guest host. Michael J. Fox. Remember, this stuff was happened 40 years ago. So he's already a big star. He's like the biggest star of Family Ties. But then the summer of '85, Back to the Future came out.
Yeah, huge. Was Teen Wolf the
I
same
was going to
year,
say Teen Wolf had to be close.
Man, I don't remember.
He was on a roll there.
Michael J. Fox?
Well, he was one of the first guys, like, back in the day. It seemed like that was the era where you're either a movie star or you're a TV star.
Right.
And no roads crossed.
Well, you can go from TV to movies, because that was considered the step in the right direction, but no one that did movies would work on TV.
Like Burt Reynolds would never go on television.
No.
Unless he was promoting a movie.
Burt Reynolds, though, he had a show.
Eventually he did. He broke down. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just...
But you're right. They called it the small screen and the big screen. And then I really feel like it got super acceptable with like some of those NCIS shows. I mean, I guess maybe Mark Harmon. It's hard to explain, Mike. It was just such a massive thing. They just never went back to TV or went back and forth. And nowadays, I don't think we give it a second thought if a big movie star is all of a sudden on a big TV show or a big TV star ends up in a movie.
Well, I think at some point it's like, do you want to be a celebrity or do you want to have work?
Yeah.
All right, so you can work with an actor's an actor. Who cares? It was just an ego thing back then, but yeah, that's definitely gone away.
Phil Collins was dominating the world.
Mm-hmm.
His third solo album, no jacket required.
Look out.
Studio, One More Night, Don't Lose My Number, all of that album.
Yeah, Ricky.
He was killing it, man.
He was. You know who a lot of people think is the new version of Phil Collins?
No.
It's the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
And tonight they'll be on Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson.
Let's go.
There you go, Mike.
Woo.
Good times. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Florida man tries to sell his penis at the Dollar General store. So's a bug. Meanwhile, a Texas woman gives birth to one more than 4. Angry girlfriend destroys boyfriend's car, and quite frankly, I don't care. A man calls cops on himself because life is not fair. And a Texas man opens fire on 3 kids playing Ding Dong Ditch. It is time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
Our top story, we got to Florida, where folks are comfortable with the police. About a year ago, authorities were getting regular calls from a man claiming to have intruders in his home attempting to steal all of his possessions because, inside of his trailer, that's where all the good stuff is.
Oh, yeah.
Officers arrived on the scene but found nobody but the homeowner inside of the residence and recommended that he barricade the doors and to keep unwanted intruders out, like everybody else does. Just lock the damn door. But just moments later, they got more calls from our man. They finally sent a captain out to the scene to do a walkthrough of the home, who found the man's demeanor to be a little troubling. First, they wondered if he was maybe a little early onset dementia, but
sure,
they're like, he might actually be on something. Eventually, during his walkthrough, he managed to find a red box with bags containing a clear rock-like substance inside, which eventually tested positive for methamphetamine.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the drugs, he had the corresponding paraphernalia as well. He was recently sentenced to 5 years for possession. Good job, stupid. You got drugs in the house. You won't stop calling the cops because you're paranoid as hell. Well done.
Jesus, man.
He was saying stuff like people are coming out of the walls or stuff like that, and it's like, man, if you're on drugs, just don't call the cops.
But
you said it was meth, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just bound to happen. You stay up that long, and you're, using illicit drugs. Like,
right.
Stuff's gonna go bad.
You're gonna hallucinate. You ain't sleeping.
Yeah.
Even when you are, you're just unconscious. You're not resting.
Right.
It's not good. In other news, down to Texas, where they don't take neighborhood pranks all that well. Authorities were called to the scene of a shooting in a local neighborhood. A man stands accused of running out of his home armed with a gun and proceeded to shoot several shots into a fleeing car of teenagers. The car sustained a few bullet holes, but none of the teenagers inside the car were injured. Our man was arrested and faces some serious consequences, but the reason that he was randomly firing at this car of young dummies, they'd been caught in the act of a little ding-dong ditch.
Dear God.
Local authorities agreed that the man crossed a major line with his actions, but also encouraged parents to talk to their children about the dangers of these kinds of pranks. They called it a TikTok challenge. I'm sorry. This is not a TikTok challenge. This is one of the oldest games in the book.
Yeah, it's not new, guys. Sorry.
Right. And it shouldn't ever be dangerous. Look, I get getting on, hey, think twice before you do these TikTok challenges. That makes sense. Ringing somebody's doorbell and being an annoying jackass should never get you shot at.
Agreed.
Yeah. I would more accept a man beating one of those kids' asses for not stopping bringing his doorbell than bringing out a doggone gun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People have more guns or whatever. Like, I mean, we did it when we were kids.
Yeah.
And, like, you thought about, like, the dude yelling at you or whatever, but I never thought about somebody shooting at us.
No.
I think it's just more acceptable to do it now. Like, pretty much everywhere I live, people had guns. There's no doubt about that. But the pranks that people did are roughly the same.
Yeah.
Right? Kids are kids. That hasn't changed so much, but everyone's very passive.
Well, and
that's kind of there's no real punishment for doing it. So it's like, all right.
And the pranks are all trying to one up each other as well. Like, he was saying that they were trying to kick his door down, which that wasn't in their part of the story. So I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I wouldn't put it past the fact, film it and see just how mad we can make this guy. Everything's supposed to be even more extreme.
But that's
Everything
the
is
flip
trying to
side.
set it
If you want to find out.
That's right.
And just understand, man, you got to make someone real mad.
Let's just tone it all down a little bit. You don't have to have... Yeah. Going viral when you're in your teenage years isn't going to do you any favors. Just don't do it. Over to Kentucky, where your ex can leave you without your car. Police were called after an argument between a former couple turned destructive. It doesn't detail what the two fought about, but the woman responded by anonymously destroying the man's car by... Yeah, it's all the usuals, guys. Slashing the tires, cracking the windshield, pouring glitter into the AC.
That's not usual, though.
And salt into the gas tank.
Look, man, I'm sorry. The glitter in the AC is funny.
It's hilarious.
I mean, it would piss me off. I get it. In the end, it's harmless, but, that is funny.
And to do that to an ex... 100% I'm in. That's funny. That's great. That leaves him with a horrible thing that he has to deal with, but it's completely harmless. I am fine with this. However, pouring salt in the gas tank
that's where you
completely
overstep,
destroyed
man.
the damn thing.
Just stick with funny.
Right. The truck was towed to a local repair shop, and the woman eventually came clean about her hand in the destruction, totaling more than $12,000. She's been arrested for criminal mischief.
Again, but you find out she's getting charged. That's when she reached out to I was just mad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was stressed.
Yeah, the pregnancy was setting me off. Like, okay.
My wife's been pregnant. Nothing like that happened.
Right. And why is it always the car?
Because
the most damage you can do in a public place, I guess.
You can do it in a public place. It's easy access to it.
Right.
If you own a home, then maybe the home's the target, but you go for the big ticket item.
Can't we just not? I understand. I don't care how mad they made you. Can't we just not destroy property when property of yours wasn't destroyed?
No, Mike, we can't.
If your heart is the only thing that was broken, don't break something else.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Wild story from Texas. A first-time mother got herself quite the handful early on as she gave birth to not one, not two, not three, not four, count of 5 beautiful babies at the same time.
Wow.
Quintuplets, baby.
Man, that sucks.
She said that she had a relatively good pregnancy term, but will need to go about this journey on her own, as not only is she no longer with her baby daddy, but she also has lost her mother about 10 years ago, who would be a wealth of knowledge in this department.
Think about like little pink kittens.
Right?
Like,
no kidding, dude.
Five of them. Jeez, a whiz.
The thing is that mommy of 5 here is actually one of 4 that was birthed at the same time to her mom.
That's the thing. She is a quintuplet.
She's a quadruplet.
Quadruplet,
and then gave birth to quintuplets.
See, she's one better than her mother.
I think after 3, that's a litter.
Yeah.
It is.
Right?
At some point, you got to call it a litter.
How do you can't even, there's no stroller.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
You couldn't even
nothing
fit the
is built for
stroller in your
this.
car.
Right.
There's no way. What do you do?
And I'm all for women standing up on their own,
You
but
know
it's
what
like
you do?
5's a lot,
You know
dude. What are you
man?
going to do by yourself?
You get one of those wheel.
Even if you have a husband.
Wagon.
5's too damn much.
It's one thing to have 5 kids. It's a different thing altogether
Look,
to have them at the same
The picture
time.
I saw of her, she had 3 kids in her lap.
Yes. Yeah.
She could barely hold those.
Yes.
So there's 2 somewhere else that she can't even hold.
I don't know where they are.
Exactly. They're just crawling around.
There's 3 of them. They ain't getting fed enough. I know that for sure.
Well, the good news is she has 5 breasts.
Wow. That's the part we don't know.
Just all at once.
Just in case those stories have a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
Wild story out of Minnesota. A man was reunited with some lost goods. He was getting his car worked on by a professional who was attempting to replace the cooling fan of his Ford Edge. But there came an issue with snapping a piece into place. Something was positioned over the hole that needed to be snapped into, you see. The mechanic did a little digging and eventually pulled out the blockage. The wallet from the car's owner that had gone missing about 10 years ago.
Oh, damn.
Inside, they found a little bit of cash, a faded lotto ticket, a bunch of Cabela gift cards, and a Ford Motor Company work ID.
And a Blockbuster car.
That's right. It was returned to its owner, who's happy to have that little time capsule there. Men's Room Sports. You've got the Mariners and the Phillies currently underway over on Route tonight, as well as Storm Basketball over on ABC and CW. You've also got the Little League World Series currently underway over on ESPN, featuring your Washington team. Let's go, boys.
Come on, guys.
Overcast skies are bringing things down to a low of about 60 tonight. Tomorrow, we're expecting mostly sunny skies with a high right around 75. That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawk is out.
Enjoy your evening there, guys. The lovely Jolene's going to take care of you next.
Yes, indeed, it's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man.
A Double Flush production.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The school year is beginning, but don't settle for basic tissues when it comes to managing all the messes that come with it. From home to school and back, stock up with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. Because back to school means back to sniffles and sneezes. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are soft and absorbent to stand up against runny noses, to keep you and your family clean and comforted as the school year starts. This school year, make sure to get the classroom essential that teachers and students can rely on. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Visit Kleenex.com to learn more.